minutes early, but the early bird catches the worm, doesn't it? Hello! We're in the right place. Hello, YouTube. Welcome back to the Three Counties save. And I'm going to click record. This is episode stream number 16, I want to say, in our adventure with Three Counties FC. This is the situation on the 18th of November, 2028. We are 20 games into season number 4. Nice background. It's good, isn't it? It looks nice, doesn't it? We are in a pretty good run of form. We're doing all right at the moment, and there are some big games coming up. If you remember last week, last stream, we finished up with a few good victories, and I said I was going to come back on this fixture here. Dorking Wanderers, who are the team that are just next to us in the league. We were actually just behind them. They'd made a really good start to the season, but we play them away from home next, and we lead them by 2 points at the very top. We are in a very good position for the league, about, well, not quite halfway through, but we should get past the halfway point today, shouldn't we? And we are also still in the FA Cup. So we've come back here especially because we have Dorking Wanderers first. Then we have Watford at home in the FA Cup second round as well. League One Watford. So we've got some big games coming up that we're going to play today. Getting us all up to date. Probably and hopefully getting us to January as well to do some business if we want to go and do some business for January to try and make sure that we do get promoted. I think we left things off. Was it after the Plymouth game? Did we play the Harrogate Town game? We may have done. We definitely played the Plymouth game because that's what got us through to the next round of the Cup, didn't it, last time? These were the results in. So I beat Harrogate, drew to Eastbourne Borough, but that's not the end of the world. I became Prime Minister in real life. I mean, imagine. I feel like that's what we should go for. I then also won a load of games. We beat Solihull with goals from Mane and Kirby. We beat Halifax 4-2, 2 from Chucky, 1 from the spot. Luca scored in that game as well. Rochdale, we won 4-2. Brooke Myers and Luca scored 2 apiece, and then filed 2 more for Chucky. By the way, Chucky's goal scoring record for us at this stage, he's still got loads left in the tank as well because he's a good League One player. Imagine how many goals he's going to end up actually scoring for us. For us, does it actually say how many just for us? No, it doesn't, does it? For us, though, the majority of these goals down here, 153 and 199, the majority of those, bar 1, 3, 4. So he's got 149 goals for us, which is quite cool. Thank you for streaming when I'm not at work. I've somehow missed the last 4 streams. Tom, I'm sorry, buddy. We're to be fair, I usually just stream at the same time, but yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully you've managed to catch up or can get caught up with the little cut down stream highlights and stuff. This though is where we're at. Anybody want a bit of an update on anything else? Do we want to see the stats of the players? This is my squad view. This is the stats of the players. Most goals, it's 19 and 20 for Chucky, 6 assists, 9 goals for Luca, who is once again wanted because he always is. Cardiff want him. Mane's got 8 in 21, which is quite cool. 6 for Brooke Myers, 5 for Ronaldo Flowers, 5 for Yargo, although he doesn't actually start. I want you to rest players. Yeah, I think I should rest players. When is our game, actually? It's not for another week. We've only just played a game. It's okay, Ollie. It's fine. I've got literally, we've just off the bat, we've just finished this game with Filed, and we've got a week to go. We're okay. But yeah, you would usually be right looking at those conditions on there. We're okay. Can't believe Hereford IRL wasn't interested in your application. I can't believe it either. Disgusting, really, isn't it? I have minutes on my squad view. You have minutes on your squad view. Yeah, I don't. But that's see how much they play. I've got appearances, look, on there. But yeah, I see what you mean. XG I like having on there. Chucky's got the most, as you would expect. All right. Clayts, Three Counties Party. Love it. Dropped phone, ignore me. Yeah, I didn't know what VFV was, but it's okay. You won multiple Champions Leagues. Why would they not want you? I know. It's crazy, really, isn't it? But yes, this is the squad view. Do you like the skin as well, by the way? I've made some updates and changes, etc., etc. By the way, if you're on YouTube, say hi. We are AJ, I see you in the chat. FedEx, I see you in the chat as well. Make sure you do say hi if you're watching over on YouTube as well. We are here. It is indeed the Mr. Tinny skin. However, he was kind enough to send me his the FM skin builder version so that I can make changes to it, and I have again made changes to it. I've changed the fonts and stuff, and obviously the backgrounds. This is actually, don't know if you can quite see it, but you can see a little, if I go here, look, oops, not there. Can you see a little holy, oh, where was it? It's gone now. There's a little, you can kind of see in the background that this is the Three Counties Showground. There's like, that says there, that's Wyvern's TV, look. So it is all custom backgrounds and stuff. It's hopefully we'll see some Walton, which is what the plan is, but it's very difficult to get those in there, but I'm going to keep working on it. But yeah, the skin is not necessarily available, but you can go and get the holy thing is on the skin. Oh yeah, there's all sorts going on in this skin. It's cool, isn't it? You can go and get yourself the Mr. Tinney skin, which is this, like how it's set up. You have the same panels, but it won't be the same fonts and things as I've got, and it won't be the same backgrounds as I've got, and it won't say Clayts at the bottom of your one. But hopefully in the future at some point, it's one of those though where I don't necessarily want to start promoting this, because does that take away from Mr. Tinney's work, who's kind of made the skin and I've just tweaked it type of thing. So that's kind of where we're at. We'll see in the future potentially. I was wondering during the San Marino video what Clayts' skincare routine is. Not, I just sort of wash every day, and also I've got CeraVe moisturizer. Does that help? Turns out he weren't subbed. Ollie wasn't subbed, chat. That's disgusting. We've also got a, that's actually come through. We've got a follow from Kyle. Thank you, dude. He rubs holy on himself. Yes, that's true, actually. Yes. Bromo says, hi, mate. Hope you're good. Loving the save and also catching up on the Worcester save as fairly new. Bromo, that is some good lore that you're going to get yourself into there. That's where you're going to learn about a lot of these things that pop up in this save. That's cool that you've gone back to watch that. I love that. New subscriber from Argentina. Welcome in, FedEx. I hope you're good. What do you think of FM Mobile? I've not played this year's version of it. I think the last time I played it was maybe when I had a long plane journey, and I think I played it for a bit. I've not played loads of FM Mobile, to be honest. Just need to save scum. Got player. Just needed to save scum. I got my player broken spine in a winter match. Just got him for 40 million. Fair enough, Green Gin. You do what you need to do. Had the flu, so binge watched most of it. That's very cool. I mean, not about the flu, but it's cool that you managed to catch up. I actually need a new moisturizer because they've discontinued yours. I see. Yeah, CeraVe, the blue one, if that helps. He was very smooth looking during the last vid. Was I? Was I very smooth looking in the last vid? That's good. I didn't do anything different, I don't think. I want to see what all the fuss is about with my skin. Maybe I was just healthy. And I've not really been healthy very often. Oh, yeah. I think it was the lighting, to be fair. I think I had another migraine or two. I went to record that video. I think it was just the softer lighting, wasn't it? I went to record that video the day before or the day before that, anyway, one of the days, and turned my lights on, and obviously they're quite bright lights because they have to be. Turned them on, immediately got like the orbs and like the funny feeling that a migraine was coming on, and it took me out for the entire day. So my actual trying to do my job took me out for a day with a migraine, which wasn't great. So I think when I then came to record it either the next day or the day after that, I had the light super low, and I think it actually looks quite nice in it, doesn't it? So yeah, I've gone for a softer lighting look with less LEDs and stuff in it. So I think that actually is why. But yeah, my 5-year-old son Jack is now watching the stream. Clayts. Jack, good morning, my friend. How are you? Youngest viewer. He might well be. I'd imagine he is. Yeah. So yeah, that's why I was thinking about it. Hydrated well too because of the holy. Yeah, I think you're right. How you doing, K Blazing? Welcome in, dude, as well. Right, whilst we digress to talk about my skincare routine, shall we get ourselves ready to play our first game of the stream, which is a top of the table clash away at Dorking. We've only just gone above them, by the way. I think they dropped points, and was it in their last game? They did. They lost to Altrincham, look, after they were on a great run. They've also gone through in the FA Cup. They lost to Altrincham away. Will Goodwin scored an 88th minute winner there. Who, in your opinion, are the top 3 wonder kids that could be signed for lower league clubs on a budget? I'll tell you who I like. I don't know if it's like quite lower league, but I really like him, and it's more of a budget. This guy, Alexander Viganovsky. Now, you can't quite see him, how good he is here, but check him in your games, chat. I really like him, and he plays for Legia Warsaw, and he's only 19. He's fantastic as a midfielder. Really, really like him. So it might not quite work for your save, but specifically Jared, but it might work for somebody else's in there. Proper midfielder is Viganovski. So there you go. Check him out in your saves and let me know if he's good. What's the first football manager or first manager game you ever played? I played Champman 97 round my auntie's house, and I would have been 6 or 7 at the time. And I remember I didn't have a clue what I was doing, but I loved it because I love football. And then I also played properly. It'll be Champman 0001 was the very first one that I played properly and like obsessed over. And I remember being, 9, 10, and not knowing the difference in the game between where it listed a defensive midfielder and a defender. So I was very, very progressive in my managerial styles back in when I was 10, because I was playing Edgar Davids and Gaizka Mendieta as centre-backs because they were defensive midfielders and listed as such in the game. So I literally was playing Davids and Mendieta as centre-backs. And doing okay, I seem to remember, which is the crazy thing. There you go. There you can see the background. Looking nice. You can see the Three County Showground in the background properly here. Look. You found all the CM 97, 98 backgrounds in an attempt to put them in the skin, but then got confused. He was clicking things again, chat. Isn't David super tall? Yeah, they are not tall defenders. Neither of those. But it works kind of. I also didn't know, and I still don't necessarily know if I know, players like Luis Figo were listed as forwards. Just forward left. But that was different to a striker. So I think I played Luis Figo, not on the wing as Luis Figo obviously plays. I think I was playing Figo and R9 Ronaldo as strikers together. Again, just positions. That's not what you say, but you know what I mean. I was just very fluid as a coach back in the day, you see. Also loving the dive I took into your Patreon last week. 100% recommend for anyone still getting used to the new tactic setup. Can learn a lot from the FMF files and understanding what each position means. It's all there exactly, Peter. And if there's anything else that you want, the Patreon is, the way it's designed is obviously, I could throw everything up there, but people wouldn't be interested in it. But if you are a Patreon, a Claytron member, please ask me if you want anything. If you're like, I want that view, I want that filter that you've used there, ask me and I will do my utmost to upload it there and give it to you over there, or send it to you directly, because that's kind of what it is. That's what it's for as a Patreon. And if you want like a save file because you're like, I really like the way that you did this, I want to go and dive into it, it'll be there if you want it. Won't necessarily be on there, but if it isn't, ask me and I can put it on there. You got a guy at Cheltenham called Somto Boniface at left back who was really good, so just signed him for Excelsior, where he's a leading Eredivisie player. Needed to improve because we came second for my season. Oh, nice. Somto Boniface. No, not sure I've heard of him. Maybe I have. Don't know. Bet you use sweepers as well. Probably accidentally, yeah. Could be progressive or a distinct knowledge gap in the fundamentals of football. Who knows? Oh, no. I mean, it was definitely that because I was 9. But also, it kind of looked like I was being very progressive. He may be a free agent at the start of season 4. We can check that then, can't we? All right. I'm in good form. I think it'll be a good time to discuss a new contract. Owen Dodgson wants a new contract. Let's say end of the season. And then we can either decide to let him go or we can do it at the end of the season. That's always the best way to do it, isn't it? As far as I'm concerned, anyway. Contracts, says Jared. I don't know. What? Yes. Davids and Mendieta at centre-back reminds me of when Mourinho played Pogba and Matic at centre-back versus Swansea back in the day at United. See? We're one of it. Actually, no, I'm not going to say. That's a bad time to say that about Mourinho. I'm nothing like him. This is the Mr. Tinny skin, Tom. Yes, but I've tweaked it and changed it to customise it for myself. Yes, is what it is. If you want something akin to this, get the Mr. Tinny skin. But at the moment, I've like changed all the backgrounds and fonts and stuff like that. I don't have, yeah, exactly. You don't have to do another statement. No, there's no need for that. Oh, look, we've signed our new left back. That's fun. N'Golo Magai. Magai has arrived. Let's welcome him. I don't know why he's just randomly joining in November. It's because he's joining from... Where did he join from? He came from the Ivory Coast. Ivoire Academy. He's got an under-21 cap for Ivory Coast. He might be quite good. He's got decent potential. He's very quick. I think that looks like an He's got the makings of a very decent left back, I think. Only 18 years old as well. Somehow gets a work permit. He's leading National League, look. And hopefully we can develop him a little bit as well. 8 flair for fullback is a lot. I mean, kind of, yeah. How's Pereira's mentals getting on? Yeah, that's kind of what we need to work on with him. It's much better when their photos are in. They are on the up. They're getting a lot a bit better. But yeah, there's loads of skins out now. That's that dark side one, as you mentioned. There's loads of them, yeah. Tactically legendary. Thank you, Peter. How you doing, Magic Ped? Welcome in, dude. Very chatty one today, chat. I feel like that's okay though. Let's all catch up. And if let's chat about anything and everything, basically. Yeah, there you go. There's Pereira and how he's developing. 6'4", nice up arrows, which is good to see. Getting regular football. I think he's very promising, is what I'd say. How are Worcester doing? Last time we checked, Worcester were top of League 2, which is a terrifying prospect. They are still indeed top of League 2. They would go level on points with them, Walsall, if they won their game in hand, but they are looking very good for going up again and again avoiding us. Are we ever going to catch Worcester? Possibly not, is the answer. Clayts, you should apply for a Premier League manager's job and just cite your FM as playing as experience. I nearly did actually do that for the Hereford job, just as a bit of a joke. But then I was like, are they just going to think I'm a knobhead? And the answer is definitely yes. So I did actually almost do that. And then I could show them where I won the Champions League with Hereford with them. And just so that I get the email and it would be a good, funny thing to do. But turn it into a video. I don't know. I didn't in the end. How is Icon on this game? Icon is brilliant on this game. Don't know how he's doing. He's at Arsenal in this save. What a midfielder he is. Can't see that there, but he is fantastic. He's in the under-21s, but they spent 56 million on him. So he's very good, Ken Icon. Well, you will when you're in the Prem. That's true, yes. Yes. That's true, because they won't be able to go any higher then. I will definitely catch Worcester when we get to the Prem, but I'd like to catch them before that. Renew the rivalry a bit, but we'll see. We'll see. Right, we must be getting close to this. Yeah, we are the day before the game against Dorking. Imagine if you got the job. Yeah, didn't Will still do that in France? I mean, no. That's kind of what they say, but not really. Will still did all of his coaching courses and stuff and was a serious football manager, but also he kind of was a bit mean about Football Manager. He said basically everyone who plays Football Manager is a massive nerd at one point. So we thought he was one of us and he's not. So, yeah. Once Worcester in the Premier League, you will catch them as their no... Yeah, exactly, Mr. Life, exactly. Need to get a mentor in to develop Pereira's ambition and determination. Model citizens, perfectionists may have the best chance. Wizard Sleeve, that's actually not a bad shout. Something we've not really done, have we? We've not looked at, like, mentoring. Did I do it for somebody? Was that in this save? I feel like I did set up one. No, no, we are. That is what we're doing. We don't have a perfectionist, but we did set up a mentoring group for him. We've got Pharrell Johnson and Simo, so some leaders to try and help him a little bit here. And he's picking up quite a lot. Look, he's getting green, significant influence from Pharrell Johnson. But yeah, we don't have like a proper perfect model citizen in, do we? So, but yeah, I think it is helping because we have nice up arrows for his mentals here, but we'll see because he's unambitious. We were trying to change the personality, weren't we? But yeah, his determination has an up arrow. He's a traitor. Who's a traitor? He's not. Once Worcester, yeah, I don't know. Oh, Will still, yeah, he's a traitor. Agreed. Is this what it feels like to be live? Yes. How are you doing, Morgs? How long will it last? Probably not very long. Morgs, who usually we have to chat to 3 hours later because he watches the stream on a delay. Okay, Dorking chat. Let's pick a team. Do we have our keeper back? We do. Boyce Clark comes back in. Robinson, Pereira, Johnson, Dodgson, Owen Dodgson. So Rowley has a knock. So we're going to go with Taylor Richards alongside Kirby. Mane on the right. Luca Brook-Myers. Do we go? Is Ronaldo Flowers back? He is. He was away. Let's put you on the bench for you because he's injured. Welcome to the future, Morgs. Yeah, it must be weird. What a strange feeling. We don't have... He's not in my team. He's not in the squad. I'll put him in the squad afterwards. I wonder whether we should do Flowers to start on the left here. He's more of a natural left winger. Or do we do Brooke Myers and start Manny on that side because this is a massive game? I think I'm going to do that. The Nerds versus the Dorks, exactly. How's the name of the... Oh, Viganovsky Green Gin. I'll type it for you so you can see. Wiganowski, like that. Alexander Viganovsky. There you go. Will still have to, or did he get his license now? He got his license, yeah. Those were funny memes, weren't they? That was a lot, and at the same time with the... You know the one. Just did a full impression of it. That's the team. Go to the match. Massive game. Top of the league clash against Dorking Wanderers. Not for like, what? You know what it was. You know what it was. I don't know why it does this. It inverts the colours of the kits in the change room. So we've just randomly got red shirts up. Maybe there are warm-up shirts or something. I don't know. Address the team. Because that's not their kits. Here's the Dorking Wanderers Stadium. Is that? No, it's not. I think it looks quite cool, though. Here are the two teams, then. We have got Chucky leading our line as our captain. I've also updated a few of our ad boards and stuff like that. There's covering 90 ad boards in there now, which is fun, isn't it? Look. Here come the two teams. There's me in my yellow tracksuit jacket. There's the referees. Here is the Dorking Wanderers stadium ground. Sam Cox is their manager after Mark White sacked himself, we can only assume. We are underway as we have... I'm going to go back to the correct view. Broadcast mode. We are underway. First game of the stream. That big stand looks like the main stand at Wrexham. It does a bit. Yeah, I see that. I see the similarities there. You should do a Football Manager League series. Get a few creators involved. Run it weekly and stream it. Will be class content. Could even put a cash prize forfeit up for the winner. Yeah, it's very difficult to get people to be committed constantly like that. And it's a lot. If they take you to be able to do it, it's a lot. You have to stream for a long time. We've scored, by the way. 1-0. He's onside. I thought he was going to be offside, but no, he's on. Lucas scores the opener after 3 minutes. Brooke Myers with the ball. Into Taylor Richards. Taylor Richards back in the team. Lovely little through ball. Is he onside? Very nice finish, though. Come on. Yeah, and it's been done, Jared. It's been done. I've taken part in some recently as well. Yeah, no, it's good fun usually. Side point, but I genuinely think Abraham has a chance of going to the Euros with Watkins' poor form. Do you think? I don't know if Tammy's been actually that good yet. I know he scores the goal yesterday, but he didn't start, did he? But also Watkins was poor, wasn't he? As I saw lots of people saying. Maybe. I think there's probably other options out there. I think Welbeck, for example, has also got a chance type of thing. Have you played the Watford game yet? No, Watford is... There's a game after this, JFM, and then the Watford game. Yeah, that was a time, wasn't there? Wasn't it, Leonie? You're right. On the attack here. Equaliser. What a finish that is from Rowan Trustwell. Dorking strike back immediately. That is a really good finish. Oh, yeah, World Cup. Yeah. Laidlaw into Trustwell. In off the post. Should the keeper do better? He gets a hand to it. Then it kind of goes in off both posts there. That's a shame. 1-1. We are pegged back. Been all us, though, look. Oofed. Watkins is awful. Can't believe he starts for us. It's crazy, isn't it? That I didn't quite realise that, having not watched loads of Villa. And then I saw tweets saying, I can't believe we rejected like 60 million for him like last season. I don't think it ever was quite 60 million, but last season, he was the golden boy, wasn't he? Watkins. We'll see. We'll love to watch you smash up the other managers and take the undisputed crown. Yeah. I mean, that was something we did in the past. We've done that in the past. This is going to be 2-1, isn't it? Over. Did you maybe do a save with a team from the South African League and see if you can make them world class? Did that last year, Jared. There is a video. There is a series. We did a Pentagon save last year in FM24 and we managed Sundowns, Mamelodi Sundowns, for a big section of it. So if you did want to go and watch that, It is out there. Laidlaw's in for 2-1. We're losing. Is he onside? Referee, he's offside. It's okay. Bit worrying though that they are kind of carving us open, and they've got another attack here though. Watkins is a form reliant player. He's lacked the confidence. Yeah, I agree. Kasumu, good save. Boyce Clark again. He's onside actually that time. Mrs. Shroom is here. Hello, Mrs. Shroom. Which division is this? This is the National League, Shad. Or Shade, I should probably say. It probably is. The National League in Season 4 for us. Half-time 1-1 at the top of the table then. We are in a proper game here, actually, aren't we? Only 3 shots from us. We took a very early lead, but it hasn't exactly been vintage us. Maybe think about changes. Maybe move Mane over and bring Ronaldo Flowers on quite soon, I reckon. Hanging on a bit, we are, yeah. Might be missing Zaroli in the midfield, although Richards has been good. Possibly not. I was watching your evil ChatGPT chairman video earlier before we went live today. That was a good one. That was good fun. Lots of people are asking for that again, but we've had chats about the ChatGPT stuff, haven't we? So I'm not sure. Maybe at some point. Do you think Igor Tudor will save Spurs? I think he'll keep Spurs up. Is that saving them? Right, let's do Mane to there, and we'll bring on Ronaldo Flowers. A man who can really make an impact, usually. I'm also going to do Galvan at left back as well. I have no idea what Igor Tudor's going to do. I have no idea what he's going to be like. It's a very odd appointment. It might be a masterclass or it might not. I genuinely don't know. It feels like quite a left field one is what I mean by odd. Not necessarily good, not necessarily bad. I just didn't see it coming. Mane. Tackled and cleared. We're going to get it back, are we? No. That's not a foul, apparently. We'll take it. Luca in to chuck it into Mane with the winner. Potentially. He's put it in the back of the net. Oh, Mane, Mane. Da, 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 da. We need to get a chant of that, don't we? That is surely a foul. Taylor Richards won it back. Luca found Chucky. Chucky, it's a lovely run. Inverting from Mane. We just moved him to this side, if we remember. And now he's got the goal to put us back in the lead. We just need to try and hold on. With 22 minutes to play. Official Clayts prediction for Forest Liverpool later. If we pull off the double over Pool, then Spurs go 17th. Yeah, true. Official prediction is 2-1 Liverpool. They go 2-0 up in a pretty even game. Forest get a goal back and make it a bit nervy, but Liverpool hold on. That's my official prediction. Take it to the bank.
Oh, thank you.
But Forest probably win. Let's do some subs to try and see this through now. We've got Carrington at right back. And let's do Iago for Luca. Come on. Excuse me. Own goal prediction. Maybe. 41 months beyond. Thank you for the 41 months, my friend. Legend. Flowers. Cleared. Croatian Big Sam, they called him. I can't remember Big Sam managing Marseille, Lazio and Juventus unless it was some alternative universe. Maybe. Ronaldo Flowers. What a save. Actually, I'm not even sure it was what a save. It just hit him. From Ronaldo Flowers there. That should have been the win confirmed, though. If they equalise now, that will be a chance missed, won't it? That would have been massive XG as well. Thank you, though, Beyond, for the 41 months. I appreciate you. Added time. Let's just go balance to see this through. It's also, I know this is ridiculous in the National League, but we're wasting time. 4 to play. I might even have a sub to do if I can do one. I think we've got 1 sub left. Yes. Mane for Clumps is going to come on and play right wing. No, he's not. Let's play. Taylor Richards is going to play there. Let's do this. He's more Gus Hiddink than Big Sam. Yeah, that makes a bit more sense. Tudor's Big Sam for big teams. Like, yeah, turn them all around when they were having poor straight. Yeah, I guess it just... Is that necessarily an insult? I don't know. Going into teams that are struggling and turning it around is actually a very specific like skill set, isn't it? So maybe it's just that. Do you think Carrick deserves the full-time appointment at United? I don't know. It's been 3 games, isn't it? 3 or 4 games. I would say probably not, no. But we'll see by the end of the season, won't we? Let's go to this and see what you've got to say. I don't know why I've gone to a press conference. I never do press conferences. I've gone to that one though. Not sure why, to be honest with you. I think it's over 10.
Okay.
What do you mean it's over 10? Carrick hasn't... What? Carrick hasn't managed more than 10 games for United already, has he? No chance. No chance. Not in this spell, anyway. Is what I mean. A press conference with 1 in attendance. I see, yeah. Right, we've won 5 straight. We can get a haircut. Get in. Get in. 5 straight wins is very nice. We extend our lead at the top. That could be title defining. We are in the perfect form. Dorking have lost back-to-back matches now. We've got a 5-point lead and a better goal difference. That is huge. We've got a game coming up and then we play the Watford game. Jack is enjoying watching it, he says. We'll take it. Glad to hear that, Jack. Please buy a Zimbabwean player. Who is the best Zimbabwean player that I could buy, maybe? And then I'll have a look at them. You had a haircut yesterday, even though my team drew. What are you going to do about it? That's very true. That's, yeah, what are you going to do? I'd love it if that United bloke just cut his hair. And was just like, just tweeted going, yeah, it looked ridiculous, so I had a haircut. You all need to grow up. This is a ridiculous thing. I'd love it if that's how he ended it. He just gave it up and didn't even bother to do it. It was like... He's like, get scammed. Chirewa. He plays for Grimsby. I cannot afford him. He's going to cost £1 million. I'll tell you what, I can't even scout him because he's outside my scouting range because I've used all my scouting budget. But yeah, he's playing in League 2. He's too good for us. He was at Wolves. That's where I recognised him from. Menzi Manza. Have we got a big Zimbabwe contingent watching or something? What's going on? Zimbabwe takeover. Menzi Mazwa. I've got Menzi Mazwi. He's Zimbabwean and he is on he's a free agent. He's coming in on trial, maybe. There you go. I hope he's at least milking it with some hair product endorsements. He is very much so, yes. And all sorts of illicit kick funded streams and stuff. All right, there you go. If you don't ask, you don't get. I've signed a Zimbabwean player. We'll see if he's actually any good, but I have literally brought him in on trial. He's now at the club, and that counts, okay? Have you done a team of the best under-16 wonder kids starting in the lowest league? All players locked and can't be transferred the whole save, and the only transfers you can do is under-17, under-18 during the save. I don't think I have ever done that, no. That's a very specific thing to say, have you done this? But no, I've not done that. We've done similar, I suppose. I hope they never win 5 in a row and he ends up in the Guinness World Record, to be honest. What, with the longest hair possible. It is quite mad how crazy his hair actually has got, isn't it? It could have been really boring and he just gets like long hair. But his is like grows outwards, which makes it so much better, I think. Crazy, though. You did a save in Spain. All the players needs to have the first name Ivan. See, I love stuff like that. That's like... someone did a Stevenage save and only signed players called Stephen. And Tobes did a save where he only signed players with double-barreled surnames. Like, really weird restrictions. What's the goal of this save? World domination, Paddy. Starting a custom team, starting from nowhere, dominating the world eventually. That's, of course, the aim. No Jake Robinson. So Carrington comes in. We can bring... Actually, I won't bring you back because you're still injured. Let's put Ashley Seal back on the bench, I guess. Jared, that's fair, to be fair. We've done a lot of different saves, haven't we? So I get what you mean by that one. Fair enough. Who do you think is the best FM YouTuber apart from yourself? Can't choose Luke because he only gets views for his dad. Right. Not my words there. Who's the best FM YouTuber apart from yourself? Probably Tom is good, is great. I like all of them. They're my friends, aren't they? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, they're all great. I tried to do an all bold save, but gave up since there isn't a scouting filter for that. Imagine there was. Why would that? Imagine there was a scouting filter for that. 30-year-olds and over. 30-year-olds and over is difficult. I did actually start an OAPFC save, and it's actually very difficult. They're just crap a lot of the time to get the good ones. I think I did 35 and over though, which is obviously more difficult. All right, Tamworth I think at home. Tamworth away. Let's do that team. We'll go Myers again. Imagine that. Imagine oh yeah, I saw that. It's kind of like with those saves though, it's great, and then you play it for a bit and you're like, the novelty of it is kind of gone then. You've kind of like, oh, they're all old. And then you're like, now it's just a normal save, but they're all old type of thing. What skin is this? This is the there. Look at that. Look at our kits on the top of there. That looks cool, doesn't it? It's the Mr. Tinny skin, but I've changed it and tweaked it. Clayts, imagine if Wrexham get promoted. I mean, I can imagine. It's crazy, but also now not crazy at the same time, isn't it? We are in season 4, Paddy, so 2028 we are in. FM27 suggestion in place. Hair type is equals mohawk. I mean, I reckon there's probably third-party filters that you could do to do that. Like, there probably is way that you could do that with if you exported loads of data and then filtered it. There's probably ways that you could actually do that filter. Chelsea be having nightmares seeing Phil Parkinson in the Prep. They would, wouldn't they? They would. All right, Tamworth away. Let's see if we can go and get ourselves a win here. Stay clear at the top. I hope they don't get promoted this season. I'd rather they get promoted after the new standards built. Yeah, fair. That's local for you, isn't it then, Kokota? Brooke Myers. Players in the middle. Luca. He's a golden boy.
He's making all the noise. Radojevic. He's pulling out the tricks, making magic on the pitch. Radojevic.
1-0. Brooke Myers still scoring, still assisting goals for us. And assisting for Luca. Season 4, and both of those two have been here since the beginning. I do like that. I do like keeping the same lads. And just, like, sort of in, like, this team here, Chucky since the beginning, Radojevic, Myers, Kirby came in, but Richards came in. Any other ones since the beginning? It's those 3, really, isn't it? We still have the same front 3 and 10. Oh, yeah, Mane's in now. So Flowers is on the bench now, but Mane on loan as well. It feels like a good incremental improvement and things. Oh, by the way, did you see that Yambo released a statement this week? An open letter to fans. It was on wyvernsfc.com. If you didn't see, Yambo, the chairman, released a bit of an update and he put it on the website. That's fun, isn't it? You should check it out. There might be a command for the website somewhere. You can't see Wrexham going up because they'll meet Hull or Ipswich in the playoffs. Yeah, I mean, who knows what's going to happen. They could easily end up going up, though. Especially, when do they change so that there is extra teams in the playoffs? Is it next season or the season after that? Bring it up. We can after the game, yeah. We'll have a look at... let me get it ready, and we can have a look at it after the game. It's definitely not written by... It's definitely not written either by me or by AI, though. It was legitimately written by Yambo, though, of course. It is 1-1. Louis Bradbury has equalised for them. Simply breathtaking, says Football Manager. Roberts. The cross comes in from towards Bradbury. It's a big header. It is a lovely goal, actually, isn't it? Who do you think wins the league and Champions League this season? City win the league. Liverpool win the Champions League. I'm talking with my heart, not necessarily with my head then, but I feel like you should just follow your heart, chat. Okay? What's Mahovo? TTY. Mahovo is a good player. Is he Zimbabwean? When I have a little more time, prob 27 or 28, I might try and start streaming FM or make a few vids. Already have my first save idea. I reunited Yugoslavia. I saw that in the Discord. It's 2-1. Pharrell Johnson is happy. Indeed. Yeah, go for it, Mushroom Man. We'll be here. We'll be here. Lovely corner from Dodgson, Owen Dodgson. Pharrell Johnson, near post header. We don't score enough of those, do we? But we've got quite big players in our squad. Pereira's 6'4". I think Johnson's 6'2". We don't really score that many headers, but we do lead again, though. If we get past the quarterfinals, I think we have a great chance of winning the UCL. What city? I think if Liverpool get to the final, I think they've got a really good chance of winning the Champions League. Yeah. Can you see England winning the World Cup? Honestly, honestly, I don't think they will. But I don't. Can I see them doing it? Yeah, I don't think they will though. If that makes sense. The burden of history tells me that they won't, but at the same time they've made a few finals and stuff recently, so maybe they've got good players for sure. Like, it's wild when you actually think about it, why England aren't anywhere near it. You look at players like Nico O'Reilly absolutely tearing it up, and he's like not barely in the England team, and you're like, wow, we should be doing way better than we are. Who'd your front four be? Oh, I don't know. I get kind of really bored talking about England, especially when it's like, who's your front four for the World Cup? It doesn't matter who I say right now, because by the time the World Cup comes around, there's a completely different conversation around it. Because I'll say somebody now, and then by the time the World Cup comes around, Cole Palmer's in great form again or something, and he's back in it. Or like Morgan Rogers has gone off the boil again or whatever. So the player that's in the most form, that is a really good player when it comes around to the World Cup, probably. Saying that, Saka on the right, Kane up front, Bellingham in behind, and then probably, I'd be cool to have Rodgers off the left. Me, quite fun, wouldn't it? That'd be fun for me. Just off the top of my head, I've not really thought about it. How doing, Breezy? Hope you're good, my friend. Let's do subs just to waste the last few minutes here. I've not done any subs, but we are now in the last 5 minutes and we're leading, so I'm going to do subs to try and see it through. Our front three didn't play very well there, did it? That'll do for now. Exactly, Kinney, as well. That's also true, isn't it? Very true indeed. Somto Boniface about to make his Champions League debut. Love that. It is fun when you find players that are sort of almost unique to you. Like, not loads of people use them, but you use them and they're really good. Like Vinicius Tobias over the last couple of FMs, I was adamant he was the best right back on the game, because he was. But he wasn't if you looked at his attributes or anything like that. I'm a Liverpool fan today, by the way. You never walk alone. Up, come on, Breezy Irons. I'll do that for you. Also, Breezy, I don't know if you saw, or is it in the, I don't know if it's in the last video that came out or if it's in the next one, because I've got another one recorded that's being edited. But at one point, West Ham came up in it, and I got it wrong. I tried to do the Irons, because I love those. I love it. It was one of my favourite things, you know this, on the internet, is when West Ham fans just have to just randomly, at silly points, just say Irons. Like, there's that one highlight where a bloke is commentating on a West Ham youth goal, and then he scores and he just goes Irons. I love it, and I did it, but I did it wrong, and I didn't say Irons. I went Hammers. So I'm not a very good West Ham fan. I'll be kicked out of the the hooligan groups. I would, yeah, the firm. I wouldn't make it. In my interview, I'm going Hammers. And I was like, I could re-record that now, but I'd have to do it at the wrong time in the video, and it would be so obvious. I'd have to then say to the editor, I'd have to be going, oh, can you just you know that bit where I said Hammers, could you just take that out and just change it so it goes Irons? And then I was like, I'm just gonna leave it. I don't even know if it's in the video now. I don't know if it was this one or the one before, but anyway, whatever. Pete Dunham is rolling in his grave. Absolutely, yeah. Dynal Simo would like to start more games. Perfect. He's happy to be a squad player. I just basically came out of that. I came out of that meeting with him, and I was like, Irons. And he got intimidated and was like, fair play, boss. You're the boss. Did you see the Plymouth result yesterday? Stadium was electric. No, Mr. Otis, I won't lie to you. I did not. Holy crap, I'm late. What did I miss? Can you restart for me? How you doing, Colon? I probably can't restart. Although, you mentioned Holy there, did you? You should all go and get yourself some Holy by clicking the link that is going to be in the chat very shortly. It is delicious. I will drink some when I've finished my coffee, which I still haven't, which I need to. It's definitely going to be cold, but we move. Because the hammers referred to the ironworks. But are the hammers irons? Yeah, they are. It's just not... Yeah, come on. You just wouldn't work. Clayts in Green Street, the final chapter. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Anyway, I failed. They look like they're going to stay up if they keep picking up the points the way they are. I don't know who that was about, Dan, but yes. Does Holy send to the US of A? I don't know. I believe so. German company. So I don't see why not. I feel like I actually need to check that. But I feel like they do. We just got Manager of the Month, by the way. Neil Critchley loved it. Look at him. All proud. Click the link and see. K-Blazing. You could check, wouldn't you? Try Holy today. All right. Keeper man, that would actually work. It would work. You're true. Yeah, you probably have to pay more for shipping and stuff, of course. But I think they probably do. Wrexham, yes, yeah. Oh, sorry, not Wrexham. West Ham, yes. West Ham are in good form. They probably should have won that game yesterday, which might be. I wonder if they're going to kick themselves. Like, they had the chances. I thought Bowen was going to win it right at the death. That was a game that they probably should have been winning, and then it would have really helped them out, especially with Forest playing today. Let's pick a team. This is it, chat. Let's lock in. We play Watford of League One. Dave Challoner's Watford, with these players about. The key players of Jawad Riyad is their top goal scorer, and he's a new gen from Morocco. He's on loan from... Is he on loan? No. He just... Yeah, he's on loan from Southampton. He looks quite good. We are playing an FA Cup second round game. Get through here, and the giant killing could be set up from here. It's quite exciting, and we hopefully do this. That Bowen chance at the end, is it fair to be slightly annoyed that VAR doesn't look at the fact he got chopped mid-shot? Yeah, it's one of those, though, that I'd like the rule changed on it, Breezy. I think I'd be feeling the same. But because he just throws himself at it, doesn't get the ball and does get Bowen, but Bowen then does get his shot away, and then he probably gets his shot away and skies it because he's got a guy flying at him. But they would never give it because they don't give those. We don't give those. You're allowed to go for it, type of thing. Whereas I think we've had this conversation before on here that I think that should be a thing that should change. I get it's the rules, but that doesn't feel right. Yeah. I also don't really like these rules that they keep coming up with and talking about, going, that push doesn't, you can't give a foul for that push because it was before the ball was in play. Like, there was one in the City game where I think was it City on Newcastle or Newcastle? I think it was Newcastle on City. And he just grabs his shirt and holds him and then lets go and he goes down. Oh no, it was in the Bournemouth game, and it was on Senesi. Or was it Senesi doing it? Either way. Holds the shirt, they go down, and then they were like, they looked at it for a penalty, and they were like, oh no, the ball wasn't in play when he was holding the shirt. And I'm like, he did still hold the shirt though. And like, you still make a run before the ball gets crossed in. And if you've actually stopped his run before the ball is in, is that not still a foul? I feel like you're just splitting hairs for the sake of splitting hairs then. I feel like you're going to get yourself into more trouble with that rather than just giving what you think is a foul. Dan Burn was also pushed offside, which apparently shouldn't have been offside. That's wrong though, Ro. That's not true. Though that rule that you're quoting is not the actual rules. I saw that going around, and that's wrong. That's not actually the rules. And the other thing with that Dan Burn one was he was already offside before he got pushed, is the thing that would actually change that. And that happens quite a lot. I don't think that one I'm not so worried about. Like, that push is really not that bad. He was already offside before he got pushed offside, and then he scores a header offside, and it's like he got pushed offside. So yeah, I'm not really having it. But it's either a City game was Burn pushed into an offside City and he scored, but it's either a retake or a foul. I don't think it is, Palmer. I don't think it's that bad if he wasn't offside. I don't think that push is nothing, though. It is the other thing. Like, if a player just got pushed like that, I wouldn't even want it to be a foul anyway. I know what you mean, and I get it. Like, we've had it. Salah had one against Burnley, I think it was, where he was pushed offside and then the goal got disallowed because he got pushed offside. But at the same point, I was like, that it's not that bad, to be honest. But yeah. The rules are so rigid and don't allow for realistic in-game decisions to be made with common sense. The game is gone. Love that. Not overreacting. The game is gone. But yeah, there's loads of it, isn't there, where the rules become so rigid that they tie themselves up in knots because then they have to enforce the rules, and the rules are actually kind of counterintuitive a lot of the time. You see it so often, don't you? But yeah, with that offside one, I've seen the rule that people are quoting, and it's just not true. If you actually go to the real rules and read them, it doesn't say that. But yeah, I know the one that you mean. Right, FA Cup game. Let's pick our team again. Let's put Carrington back on the bench for... Who does he get on the bench for? Probably Clumps, to be honest. Let's do... Zaroli's still not back. Hudlin is still here. Yeah, he's played 2 games off the bench this year. Doesn't usually start, though. But he is still here. I really want to sell Jeffrey Boney as well. He's losing all his value, but we don't even use him. So I'd like to sell him and Lawrence Maguire. We just don't need these players, really. I think that's the team, then. Watford away. League One Watford. 2 divisions above us. Can we get through in the FA Cup? We love an FA Cup run. We almost need an FA Cup run because our finances aren't that good at the moment. That is a strong-looking Watford team. Ethan Laird. They've got Chakvatadze. Deli Bashiru's in there. That Riyadh is that new gen Moroccan striker who looks quite good. I love that the internet has got to the point where you have to check the real rules of football. It is true because people just like ask AI and AI just quotes some absolute nonsense. And they're like, that's the rules, and it's just not a lot of the time. Please beat these. They are playing a 4-2-2, which is quite funky. We are at home, by the way. Actually, I think I said away, but we are at home. So we should have a full house here, which is a bit of a shame because we could have got the bigger stadium and got all of those gate receipts, but we are at home. There is the 3 County Showground looking resplendent in the winter November weather. They're going to spank us. I think we're going to beat them. I reckon we've beaten many of these. It's very good. Well, the biggest thing about City winning is Arsenal are falling apart again. We will see. What I would imagine will happen is that they will beat Spurs because Spurs are really quite poor, and then it will be like, we are back, when really all they've done is beat a poor Spurs side, but we will see. Riyadh, we're 1-0 down. That good striker we looked at has given Watford the lead. Shame. He looks quite good. He picks it up here, look. Gives it to Mersan. Continues his run, and he finishes it nicely. Wyverns are flying. They were. We are now 1-0 down, though. Boys Clark can't keep it out. That boy, I'm glad you love this series. Me too. It's good fun, isn't it? Can we get ourselves back in the game, then? Chucky didn't quite get there. There's no guarantee they'd sell out, so you're better off having it at home. Stadium looks a good size. It's only like 7,000, this stadium, though. So we would have got more than that, I think. But yeah, potentially. It hopefully gives us the chance to get through. And then if we get through, it's much better, isn't it? The only problem is we are losing, which isn't great. He used to play for Schalke. Who did? That Riyadh, as in the new gen. Or was it a different Riyadh? I like their system that Dave Challoner is playing, though. That's quite fun, isn't it? Do we have any... Oh, look. I didn't know that was in the skin. You've got the 2D pitch here if you want it. Oh, Levent Mersan, did he? That's fun. I'm not too fussed about the 2D pitch, but it's quite cool that it is still in there, just been moved around. I didn't realise that when you're doing these skin modifications, you can actually move that. Are these custom ad boards? No. Oh, some of them are, yeah. Some of them are the normal ones, like this one here. But yeah, some of them are custom ones. I've got lots of my own ones in there. We're on the attack here. Robinson saved. Like these ones, like Holy and Wyverns and my one up the top, look, are all custom ones, yeah. Oh, that's a chance. He's hit the post. Farrell Johnson hits the post. We're getting bullied until now. I feel like we look all right. This is League One Watford, down from the Championship last season. They're a good team. Just hit the post. Keeper's going to claim that one. Is he at Derby, is he? That's fun beyond. Pereira, sorry, into Richards. Can we go and build an attack then? Can we get ourselves back in this game in this first half? Luca. Into Kirby, into Richards. It's good football from us. Into Myers, down the right-hand side. We've got players in the box here. Mane's at the back post, heads over. Didn't get over the ball at all. Quite a poor header, actually, that one. A chance. Yeah, look, it's very even now. We've really come back into it. I'm going to demand more of them because we are losing, but really come back into the game. Can we play a bit better, though? Chucky on a 6.4, look. Right, 5 to go till half-time. What is the current transfer policy? Try and keep the core of the squad together because they are trying to get poached by everybody else, and try and sign young players that we can develop a little bit with, like Pereira, Malvin de Meester, who hopefully gets a work permit. Oh my word, what an effort. It's off the bar. And the finances aren't particularly great. We're in a little bit of debt, but nothing too terrible. Dodgson, Owen Dodgson with the foul. Watford threatening, but we still only trail by 1. That effort off the bar was great, wasn't it? Pereira then. Highlight starts straight away. Can we get an equaliser before half-time? That would be a bit of a game changer. Crossbar being the 12th man, yes. Mane into Richards. This is good. We've got good shape for this attack here. Luca, he's got Chucky in the middle. Chucky's missed it. That is an absolute sitter from Caleb Chukwuemeka, and that is, if we can't take those chances, we might not have a chance. That was a sitter. Squared to him and he put it wide. Didn't even hit the target. We might have to take him off. That is pressure the game got to him there. It kind of feels like it did, didn't it? Taylor Richards into Luca. Into Kirby. Oh, that's a terrible miss from him. Really bad. Johnson into Richards. Into Mane. What is that pass? Nye Kirby's just smashed it off the pitch, which is great. How's he done that? I don't know, AJ. That's a terrible throw in. Straight to Mane. To Taylor Richards. We're on the attack again here then. I'd love a goal right on the stroke of half-time. It'd be massive for us. Robertson in towards Mane. It's going to go out for a goal kick. I think that is going to be the half-time whistle. We're not out of this, but there it is. Riyad's goal is the difference. If we want to continue in the FA Cup, we're going to need a massive second half. We've grasped back the possession. We've had more shots. Bigger XG, a lot of that came from that Chucky chance. The momentum, look, after Watford started well, we did wrestle it back. Do I need to make a change up front here, though? Is your game capped at 60 FPS, or have you got FPS limit on automatic? It's just on automatic. Exist. A few concerning highlights there weren't there? Just automatic. I'm glad it looks smooth, though, because sometimes it is... You know, it sometimes struggles because I'm streaming and stuff as well, but no. Play Mane at striker. That was what I was thinking, AJ. Either we've got options. We either bring on Ashley Seal as the striker, we move Mane to striker and bring on Ronaldo Flowers, or we even put Ronaldo Flowers up front. Is the other option here. Ronaldo Flowers is 2 stars there. Mane can play there. Taking Chucky off in a game like this feels like a dodgy decision, though. Do we give him another 15 to try and... Shall I have a little word with him? Can I do that? Maybe if I just have a specific word with Chucky. Show me something else in the individuals. Chucky, I'm furious with your performance. Seem to lose confidence. Right, then we take him off. I've really had a go at him there. We're going to bring on... If he'd responded well, I would have left him on there. But we're going to bring on Ronaldo Flowers and put Mane up front. Pace him behind, maybe. That worked. Yeah, not great. How did Charles welcome in, dude? Straight away, second half. Watford 2-0. Not my finest hour there at half-time. Had a go at my star striker. Upset him. Took him off, and they've scored within 30 seconds of the second half. It's a lovely ball round the corner. Chak Fatadze with a lovely finish. 2-0. We've now got a mountain to climb. Oh, dear. That's, yeah, not very receptive there from Chucky. Mane's now on a 6.3 as well. We might need to bring Benny on anyway. Brook Myers, though. Can he get a goal back? Can he find somebody in the middle? Game on if we score here. What have you done, Taylor Richards? Take the shot on. He tried to pass it. Taylor Richards into Brook Myers. Go on then, lads. Go and do a brilliant comeback. Robertson. Mane! We do get a goal back. We've halved the arrears. Mateus Mane now playing as striker. Hopefully she'll have a bit more confidence. This pass here from Brook Myers is beautiful. Gets Robinson in behind. Robinson fires across and Mane puts it in the corner. Lovely goal. 2-1. Let's tell them to... Let's demand more of them. 6.3 Nia Kirby might be the next change here. Here we go. Tactical genius, sort of. Given away. Can we win it back? Or a Watford? Watford look quite good, don't they? We've played Prem teams and given them have been less impressed by the Prem teams compared to Watford here. They look really good. They're in behind again. He's hit the post. We stay alive in the tie. We stay alive. We're going to clear this here. Brook Myers has done well.
Okay.
Do I make a change in midfield? I might do. I do, Mr. Tinney. I hope you're well, my friends. What's your youth setup looking like at the moment? I got a rename in the bag, but wondering when to pull the trigger. I can't remember what the intake preview looked like this year. I don't think it was amazing. But yeah, have a look in March, basically, and see if it's any good. Luca, for an equaliser. He's shot. Why did you shoot? There were 2 players in the box. He shot from there. All right, we're going to do changes. We've got slightly struggling Nia Kirby. We can do... Don't have loads of options there, do we? I might do Luca deeper for Nia Kirby. We might have to change one of these in a minute, sorry. Let's do Yargo on. And then let's do... I'm wondering about Myers as well on a 6.35, but who could we even bring on? I suppose we could do... Do you know what? Benny Ashley Seal. Make yourself a hero, my friend. Mane goes right wing. Change is made. Half an hour to find an equaliser. I can't shout at them yet. 20 to play. Benny up front. I'm going to berate them. I'm not sure how well that's going to go. Seemed to be... they didn't love it. No highlights. Come on, lads. You can do this. Right, highlight starts. It's Watford on the ball, but can we break from here? We do have the ball. We've given it straight back to them. Oh, dear. Dakota, thank you for gifting a sub over to Mr. Tinney. Legend. Thank you, dude.
Okay.
Get your Trents in the chat like Kokota's just done. Thank you, buddy. Oh, he's missed it again. We still stay alive. They've missed some big chances. Hit the post and then missed that one. Going into the final few minutes then, last 10, we can still find an equaliser here, I believe. We need the ball, though. And every highlight seems to be Watford on the ball at the moment. Do I make a tactical change? No, doesn't matter because they're going to score here anyway. There it is. There's the killer blow. Oops, whacked my mic. 3-1 Watford. They just were a little bit too good for us. Our FA Cup run this year ends at the second round, and I'm a bit disappointed by that because, weirdly, we go up the leagues and go out of the cup earlier. Seems to always be the case. I think we did the same thing in the Worcester save. Barcelos with the goal, 3-1, unless there's a miracle in the last 10 here, and we might as well go very attacking. Unless there's a miracle, it's going to be a Watford win today, and we'll see. Singing the Ronaldo Flowers chant just so we can see the goal. Yeah, the fans still get behind the team. That's what they do. But yeah, it was a good finish, that one. They've scored some good goals. Mane, though, could make it interesting here. There's still 5 to play and Yargo has scored. Don't write us off. There's still 5 to play. Mane. No, I need to go for it now. Let's throw players forward. Yargo with a good finish into the corner. Let me throw players forward. Yago can play as a... Let's do both here. In fact, can I move them here? No. If I put Yago going forward there, and then Luca can play as a 10 as well, something like that, it at least gets players forward, doesn't it? Push the fullbacks up as well. Yeah, I think you're right. They can always drop back. In fact, even. Let's keep them really high, even out of possession. They can drop back in the fullbacks, but let's do this. Any more subs? I've got 2 more subs as well. We've got Ezra Carrington, maybe using you as a right wing back just for fresh legs on that side, and Galvan on the left. Let's change both fullbacks and give fresh legs and get them forward. We might as well go for it for 5. It's probably not going to happen. There's probably not even going to be a highlight, but let's try. Might as well go for it. How much added time is there going to be? 6 minutes. 6. Go on, lads. 1 highlight. There is a highlight. Can we save our FA Cup by scoring an equaliser in added time against League One Watford? Luca, lovely turn around the corner. Into Yago. Back into Luca. Into Mane. We need runners. Here's the wing back. Carrington off the bench. He's already got a book in. Carrington to the back post. Headed away. Galvan back in. Yago. I think it was saved. What even happened there? That was the chance. How did it not go in? What even happened with that highlight? Did it hit a defender? Did the keeper save it? That was it, though. We do eventually lose, but my word, did we go for that there. I feel like I need to see. It was Yago on the end of it, almost. And what a performance that was going to be. That was the chance. Oh, the drama. Eventually, though, Watford have knocked us out of the FA Cup. But 2 leagues above us, we gave as good as we got there. Look at the match momentum. They just hit us with the 3 goals against the run of play 3 times, didn't they? You can't fault the lads. You really can't. That is a great performance. I wonder if Chucky's going to be upset with me. He might be. However, I'm going to say unlucky. Even though I'd usually be quite cutting after losing a game, I'm actually going to say unlucky, I think, for that one. A 3-2 loss, as the game is struggling to continue there, but I think we're going to be okay. We are. Let me drop a save as well. Chucky to play with the youth team after today. No. I just hope he doesn't hate me now after that. Let's go to the press conference and see. Look, everyone's in here to talk to us after that. Defeat for your side today sends you out the competition. Gives us a chance to focus elsewhere. Yes. How big of a moment was Yago's late miss? Can you call it a miss? I feel like he was a bit unlucky. We didn't get a share of our luck, and that summed it up. You expect to be on the wrong end of a hiding today, but kept the defeat to a single goal. Can you take heart? Yeah, I guess. He was very good. Good goal from him. We're not in the business of letting good players go. Mane had a great game. I'd love to sign him permanently. We're never going to, but still, that's what we're going to do. How does our finances look now then? 163,000 in debt. Not amazing. It's not the end of the world for sure, but it's not amazing, is it, that? The FA Cup run usually helps massively with that. We might need a bit of a sale somewhere, maybe in January. If we could, but then moving on somebody like Jeffrey Boney for 100k clears all of that up, doesn't it? It's just no one wants him. We are, though, close to January now, so we're into December, look. Few games to go till then. Let's try and get to the January window today, and we can do maybe a little bit of wheeling and dealing and see where we're at with that one. At the moment, though, that's kind of now... We do have the Isuzu, which is next, the FA Trophy. Other than that, then it's just the league to play for, and we've got ourselves a nice handy lead at the top of that as well, 5 points. All that scouting in the Maldives is catching up with us. It could be that, yeah. Josh Robinson tight calf. That Yago miss. What a moment that could have been. Could have been glorious, but it wasn't to be. It wasn't to be. All right. We also need to try and find a loan for Malvin de Meester in January. To try and get him some game time so that he can get a work permit next year or a ESC place next year. One sec, chat. I just need to let Lenny out. He's trying to knock down the door, I think. Exclamation mark save, I think, Toby? Would probably be that. In fact, I said I was going to save, didn't I? I don't think I did. Let's save the game. He'll definitely be knocking on the door trying to get back in a minute, but we move. There you go. There's some commands and stuff there that explain it. I like the way that's what we should do for commands. We could have lots of it could go into quite a lot of detail, but if you want to hear more, you put like the next command to get more information. There's like a chain of commands that you do for people who want to get information rather than me explain it in loads of detail. That kind of works quite well. But yeah, we are a custom team, 3 Counties FC. We are now in the National League at this stage. Now, that is exactly what that is, I suppose. There's one for the website as well there, isn't there? Yeah, that works. Who's Willem? Does he play for us? He does. We can loan him out. Yeah, let me check, actually. Somebody asking about the youth setup, as I can hear Jackie crying in the background. The youth intake, our youth setup is impressive. Our intake is in 103 days. Average is what it is. Herefordshire, Worcestershire, Gloucestershire are the 3 counties done. Yeah, exactly like the old Ghostbusters books, Toby. Exactly like that. All right, we've got a game in the Isuzu FA Trophy. Let's bounce back with a win here. Suspended Pereira, but Simo can play. Wants game time anyway, so that kind of checks out. Let's put Zaroli back on the bench. And let's put Benny Ashley Seal on the bench. Oh, you only get 5 subs. That's rubbish, isn't it? I'm going to bring Zaroli back into the team, I think. And let's start Galvan for a game. And let's start you as well. Just for a little bit of changing up. Hopefully Chucky bounces back today. Speaking of holy, by the way, I'm going to have some. I've got strawberry kiwi. Delicious. There's the berry team. They've got some great names in there, by the way. Manu Wales. They've got Noah Africa and DJ Pedro. I just know if you go down to a working man's club in Wrexham, DJ Pedro is definitely is manning the decks. I am indeed, Weeko. Yeah, the hydration holies are the ones, I'm telling you. Delicious. I had DJ Pedro. He's very good. Did you, actually? As a player, that's cool. Great name. Great name. And yeah, and Africa's down there asking for a Toto remix. Exactly. Yes, Beyond, yeah. Here we go then. Josh Robinson in the snowy 3 Counties Showground Stadium. Into Chucky. Can Chucky find a man in the middle? He does. Mateus Mane at the back post. That's a lovely assist from Chuck Wemaka. You have the energy one as well. I don't have as many of the energy ones because I drink lots of coffee, so I don't want to overdo it on the caffeine. But the hydration ones are perfect for me. As like nice little bonus electrolytes and stuff, especially when I'm like recording videos all day and streaming, and they are perfect. And yeah, strawberry kiwi is my favorite. Down the Weatherspoons, yeah. Especially with my exactly, it just is all needed, isn't it? For sure. I've got a tub, only have a coffee when I wake up. Fair. I usually have 2 coffees a day in the morning, and then after that I don't want to do loads more caffeine. So yeah, we have Mateus Mane, Wilco, in the National League. He's not quite as good as he is in real life on FM yet. He will be, I'm sure, but he is kind of tearing it up for us. He's doing very well. Chucky just set him up in this game. Josh Robinson now has got players in the middle if he can find any. Mateus Mane is one of them. Penref! Pen! Jamie O'Connor gives it. And Chucky has the chance from the spot to make up for that horror performance where I hooked him at half time. Chucky scores his pen. Let's all have a sing-song. Come on.
His name's Chucky. He's a star.
He is. Where? I'm almost entirely off caffeine because of ADHD meds, but yesterday we had a meal deal from Asda while we were looking for a new car and I had an iron brew. How was that? Yeah, I get it. I got holy as a result of you and just ordered some more hydration. My favour's the white peach and pear. Nice. Yeah, I like the white peach one. That is nice. Love that, Brad. I hope you use the link. Legend. Where? You don't need coffee, tea, Monster, or any sponsored stream liquids. Iron Brew fixes everything. Fair enough. You would say that, though, wouldn't you, Keeney? At the showground. We love the showground. I need to get on to Bassy Boy as well. He said he's going to make me a custom 3-county showground. And he hasn't yet. Almost like he's busy doing other stuff. But Bassy, if you're watching, I want my stadium, please. Also, thank you for doing that. It's very kind of you. Yes, mate, using your code. What a legend. You are, Brad. Chucky's nicked it. Goes for it. He's hit the bar. Good effort. Clips the top of the bar. It stays 2-0. And I want my MTV. Fair enough, yeah. You see that? See what? He turned around. All right. Half an hour to play. I mean, half an hour played, I should say. There's definitely not half an hour to play. We are kind of dominating here. I don't know if we should... If we score another, should we instant result the rest of the game? Maybe. Luca goes close. Bloody delicious. Love Iron Brew. Right. My liquid intake is almost entirely decaf coffee, Earl Grey, Guinness, and formerly Iron Brew. I might have to get me some Holy. Get some Holy. Add that to your intake. I'm definitely... I definitely recommend. But I do like that. That's cool. I bought yesterday, chat. Is this when you know that you're an old dad? I bought 2 kg of coffee beans that arrived yesterday. And I can't tell you how exciting that is. Delicious, lovely coffee beans. Greenest, morning all. Showground looking a bit like Boston, USA these days with the snow. It is cool, isn't it? How you doing, Greenest? Thank you for the 14 months. You legend as well. I appreciate you. That reminds me, I don't know why. If you're watching on the old YouTube, thank you first and foremost for being here. I appreciate you. Nearly 300 of you currently watching. You lovely, lovely lot. Thank you for continuing to allow me to do this as a job first and foremost. Secondly, could you please like the stream? It really does help. We are dominating. They haven't had a shot. We are indeed dominating this game. Yeah, I don't think Bury Town are particularly great. So we are going to go through in the cup, it seems. It'd be great if you could drop a like, though, over on YouTube and Twitch. Like, if you wanted to go across and drop a like there, that would also really help me out. You guys smashed it last stream, by the way. You know how I always ask for 100 likes and set you that as your target? I pressed stop stream and it was on 100 likes. Absolutely nailed it. Let's see if you can do it again. I see. Yeah, okay. I cannot really contribute to that. Parents buy coffee beans by the kg. I think you're right. They do, don't they? They do. I think that's where I've made it as a parent now. Let's go for 200 today. I don't think it's going to happen, but it'd be cool. That would be nice. That would be nice. All right, let's do some subs as we are completely dominating here. And Mane's a bit tired. We'll do Brooke Myers, Yargo, Okano, Taylor Richards. And I mean, should I do 5 subs? No, I'm going to leave Galvan on, I think. Adelsy, I'm using the Mr. Tinney, his latest skin. But I have adapted it and changed it to make it customized for myself. If you search up Mr. Tinney FM20, or if you do ! skin, it will give you the instructions for how to find it. Flowers down the left could go in. It doesn't. Cleared. G'day, Clayts. Been watching you for ages and ages from Australia. Fellow FM addict and Liverpool fan. Keep up the great work. Love all your content. Mika, that's very kind. What a lovely thing to say. Thank you. Is that easy to do? Yes and no. I use the FM skin builder to tweak skins and stuff. I'm not sure this latest version of the skin is available for people to edit, but the older ones were. You don't necessarily need to. It's kind of one of those things. The FM skin builder, though, is a really cool tool that allows you to do that, yeah. There's lots of stuff. If you search it up, there's lots of things that explain it. In fact, if you go to Mr. Tinney's Patreon, where you find the skin, it actually explains how you go and do all of that stuff on there as well. Redacted has a large Scottish population, so iron brew, lawn sausage, and tatty scones are readily available. Lovely. 2-1. We were dominating, although actually at the moment we are only leading by 1 goal going into the last 10 minutes here. Do I need to be a little bit worried? I made 4 changes and now they've got a goal back. Look at the XG. That is ridiculous. 5 to play. Don't you dare bottle this from here. That skin has made me reload FM26 again. It is a game changer. And it's not a surprise that loads of the things that people managed to, over the years and years and years, I was going to say to make it look like FM24, it wasn't that. It's over years and years and years of the same UI being adjusted to make it look the way that people wanted it for Football Manager. Not FM24 necessarily, but Football Manager as an entire concept. FM24 was the culmination of all that. So actually people have now got skins that make it more like what people had attuned themselves to. It makes sense that people enjoy it again, isn't it? They took a risk with the new UI. There are aspects of it that I think are really cool. And obviously they did need to change things because it is a new engine. But I think there's a middle ground here where it could work even better for everybody. And that's kind of what the skins are doing. And the more personalization, customization, the better people get at modding everything, the better this game is going to get. And the more warm and fuzzy it will make you feel. And that's, I think, what FM kind of lost this year. The warm and fuzzy feeling of settling down into your save. And I'm definitely getting more of that with this skin and with the new skins that you can get and the changes and customization that you can make yourself as well. So fingers crossed that continues. And also fingers crossed that SI sort of listen to all the feedback and that's the direction they take it into for 27 and onwards. There's my my soapbox speech on the state of FM right now. Clip it up. There's your calm take on FM. How's that? I'm much less snack. Oh, you're talking. Yeah, okay. I keep reading these messages and I have nothing to add to them, so I'm sorry. Just got a holy hydration of white peach and my yellow and pink holy thermo. Watching a what was that? It's moved. Watching a holy sponsored stream. Love that. Love that. I think they need to improve the new gen faces. Don't know why they don't invest in AI generated faces like Zealand created. There's loads of licensing and legal issues around that. Brad is why. And also loads of sort of ethical things around that as well, isn't there? So there are reasons that people won't give SI credit for having to think of because they just want things to look great, but there are lots of things. SI, it's also very expensive and you want to keep the game cheap and stuff. There's loads of actual legitimate reasons. But yeah, they all, at the same time as all of that, I'd also like it if they improve the new gen faces, and they do need to improve it too. All right. Malvin de Meester injured. I hope that's not too bad. I want to send them on loan very soon. It's the 10th of December and I want to send them out. It's 1 to 3 days. We're fine. They're not either. I also agree with that, Breezy. I don't think they're that bad either. They haven't got worse than the 2010 ones. It's just not true. The 2010 ones were terrible. Like, they haven't got worse. Do you play any save that's not for content? Yes. Do you want me to show you it? Chat. We're going to go off piste very shortly here because I feel like I talk about this save all the time. Do you want to see... I'm going to show you my Palace save that I'm playing at the moment. I'm having a lot of fun with it and I've built a really fun team with Palace. It's not perfect, but I kind of like that. We're in the 3rd season and this is my Palace save. Look how cool the skin looks with the Champions League background, by the way. Palace in the Champions League, and this is my team. We're literally, this will be 2 minutes. We're going to go back to our what's it called? Our 3 counties. But look at this fun team I've built. Atabolu in goal. Lacroix, Ribeiro, Lacabra as my back 3. Also got Amenda. Also got... Is there another centre-back that I'm missing? Camvo is there. Yeah, Celtic top of the Champions League group as well. It's weird, isn't it? And then I've got... This guy's unbelievable. If you've not signed this guy in your saves, by the way, what a midfielder this guy is. Chima Andres from Stuttgart. I bought him for 72 million because he's so worth it. Look how he's 6'3" and he's brilliant. He plays as my defensive midfielder. Then Wharton and Manzambi in my midfield. I love this man, Johan Manzambi. And then also, I kind of need to get I did use wingers. Grimaldo I signed on a free. Munoz plays right wing back. I play two strikers. I played with wingers last year and I'm kind of phasing that out. I've got Tieno Barry, who weirdly is really good in FM26. He's all right in real life, isn't he? But really good in FM26. Alongside Santiago Castro, who has scored plenty of goals for me. Got quite a few last year. Had a good first season. 20 in all comps, look. And I'm also... Look at this guy. Youth intake player, first season. Nicole Pugh. How much you pay for João Gomez? Wolves got relegated and I picked him up for like 20 million and he's really good. Nicole Pugh, 16 years old. He got 2 goals last year and he's got 3 goals this year at 16. Scottish youth intake player who I think is going to be quite good. Class player, our best. Yeah, I think João Gomez is really good. But yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with it. It's really good fun. Although, yeah, can I redeem my rename on him? Although, one thing that I have done is that I've got us £141 million in debt, which is very like me, isn't it? So I am going to need to try and fix that at some point. But I am trying to sell, like, all of my wingers that I now don't use, I'm trying to sell. I've also been used for Tawu as a right wing back, and he's been really good there, which is quite fun. Very on brand, yeah. Which team did you get Manzambi from? Freiburg, I think it is, isn't it? He comes from. I'm going to try and sell Pino, Hudson-Odoi, and then there's a few more that I want to sell in January, and I'm nearly at January now to try and make the money back. But yeah, Freiburg is where he came from. But he scored, look how many goals this guy's got for me already. Got 12 last year. 15 all comps, look. 38 million. What a player. Love him. Anyway, that is our very, very brief digression into my Palace save. But yeah, that's what I'm playing at the moment. Whoever asked that. How much did you get Aït-Nouri from? Again, relegate. No. City transfer listed him. So I think he was like 15 million. And then I signed Grimaldo on a free, so I don't really play him as much. But yeah. Big part of like a Palace save is getting these guys when... Yeah, it does seem to happen a lot, don't they? I've seen in saves. Aït-Nouri gets transfer listed, weirdly. Yeah, he's also very good. Been very good. Oh, youth intake preview. Oh, we only just got our youth intake preview. We have. Which is... I looked at it before. Below... Oh, it's gone to below average. That's not great, is it? It was average. Now it's gone to below average. 2 stars. 1 centre-back C. Not even 1. We don't have particularly good centre-backs coming through. We appear short of the required standard up front. That's not looking amazing. Considering we've got an impressive youth setup, that is really disappointing. I also want to put you in the first team squad. I think. Right, anyway. Let's get ourselves to January, I reckon. William Onso. I don't know why they're singing. I can hear them chanting in the back of the save, even though we're not even in a game there, which is a weird one. We've loaned out Zachary Williamson. Jeffrey Boney injured right as I'm going to go and try and sell him. Does anyone want him? He's really not played many games at all. Oh, well. We're 3 counties. Yeah, just singing in the background. Sorry, just replying to a comment. What's happened to my regen? Is he crap now? I don't think he's crap. Did he leave? Is he still here? He is out on loan at Kings Langley. He's his second season out on loan. Look, he's not crap. He's not amazing. He's not having a great time in the Southern League Premier South, but he's okay, is the thing. Assuming there's a command for the skin. It's the Mr. Tinny skin, Ren, but I've just tweaked it and edited it myself to make it, change the fonts and stuff like that. Just some little tweaks to put it, move it towards my my own preferences a little bit more. But yeah, it's a great skin. Really cool. At the moment, if you want it, go and download the latest Mr. Tinny one and get it from there. First league season live. Waiter, yes. Okay. All right. We've got a game. I might instant result this one. We've Altrincham. I want to get to Jan, so I might do a couple of instant result ones. Just put them in there somewhere, maybe. I reckon. Let's. Have we got our centre back? Pereira's still suspended. Why is he suspended for so long? Do I put my guy on the bench? I might. No, we don't need to yet. You have the Mr. Tinny one, and it's so much better than the base skin. I agree. Yeah, I agree. So it is game changing. Let's just do this team. I'm going to instant result with that team. Do we win? Altrincham, I think. Away? At home, it's a 2-0 win. Lovely. Goals from Luca and Zaroli. Another win. Keeps us on the march. Keeps us. We are now 7 points clear at the top, which means Dorking have dropped points and drawn again. They are on a terrible run. After we beat them there, they won in the cup and won against Dagenham and Redbridge, lost in the cup and then drew to Scunthorpe. We are extending our lead at the top of this league season. We might be in the situation where once we get through January, and if we play some of Jan today, I might be able to finish off this season and we go next season to do the last couple of games and start doing some transfer stuff ready for League 2. We will be a league team quite quickly. Jean Pereira wants a new contract. What type of contract do you actually want, though? Maybe end of season? Let's do end of season. In fact, I might just ask his agent. Does he have an agent? What does he actually want? Oh, it's super cheap. Let's just do it now. 1.3k a week. Done. Regular starter. Can I tie him down for 4 years and give you more money? Because, I mean, as a team that's in debt, I probably shouldn't do this. But I kind of want to keep this guy here for as long as possible. Will you take 2 grand plus more of that? That's okay, because if we go up, that'll be kind of okay. Is he one we could not register? No, this is our centre-back Pereira. Malvin Demeester's the one that we can't register yet. How you doing, Otto? Welcome in, dude. Let's put those up. Put those up. Let's also do a relegation release clause. See if it... Lovely. That's potentially 7 years on John Pereira's contract. And he's a massive, massive talent for us. Yeah, once we get to League 2, which is kind of what we're banking on, we'll be able to register Malvin Demeester as well and have him as a real option in our attack. Either as a striker or probably as a winger. Look how good he is. We just can't register him. Imagine using him right wing. Leading League 1 player that we've brought in now so that we can register him for next season. I just need to find him a loan now for the second half of this season, really. He looked like the Chelsea management with 15-year contracts. It's the way to tie him down. You got to tie him down. Imagine, yeah, we can get him in our team next year. He's only 18 as well, and he's already leading League 1. John Pereira's got... Oh, I hope he gets a work permit. That would be bad news. I hope he does. He should do, right? He got one to join here. Is Frankie in Saudi yet? I don't think so. I was wondering, chat, by the way. We obviously put Frankie in with a future contract so that he'd stay at Worcester. He is moving in 2031. So in 3 years' time, he's joining Al Hilal. Do we remove this now that the save sort of got itself to where it needs to be? Do we allow Frankie Bishop to sort of go organic in the save? Because I think Pav was saying that he thinks he can remove this from here still. So what do you reckon? Do we let him free? Or do we keep him so that he's staying at Worcester for this time? I kind of wonder if we kind of make it a bit more... Oh, look. Is that before? Yeah, he had a loan at Bewdley Town before the save even began. That's fun, isn't it? I didn't even know that. I want to see Frankie's adventure as a side plot. Yeah, free Frankie and let him kind of see what happens to him maybe. Every baby bird has to leave the nest eventually. Yeah. Worcester, by the way, dominating League 2. Outrage. Look at that rise. Just silly. Just silly from them. Also, here's a fun thing. Do you remember Freddie? What was his name? What's his surname? Freddie. Who did we sign first season? I've forgotten his surname. Ollie will know this if he if you're here. We signed first year 25-26. Freddie Wilcox. We signed, look, and he played 11 games for us from Oxford because Toby, off of Toby Rayson, off of our assistant manager, came in and said you should sign him. He's a good lad. He's actually signed for Hereford in real life and is playing for Hereford at the moment as well. They're not winning many games, but he did have a good debut in a game that they did win. But I love that as an extra weird. I was like, I'm going to tweet about it, and it's such a niche little reference. I was going to put it in the Discord, and I was like, I don't know if people are actually going to understand that. But we signed him in our first season, look, Freddie Wilcox, and then he's actually gone to Hereford in real life now. I like the idea of the potential storyline. Yeah, I think so as well. They're not playing many games, right? No. I saw a meme, and you know, and it was the United Strand with a Hereford shirt on, and it said not cutting my hair until Hereford play 5 games in a row. I like, yeah, fair enough. Now they've temporarily relocated for some home games and managed to play the last couple, which is helpful. They haven't won them. Well, they did win one, and then they lost yesterday. Pereira did sign a new contract, and he did get a work permit. Good news. I bought the game at release, but I haven't played it yet. Is it worth getting it up and running now? I'd say so. You're here watching me play it, I guess. So, like, I think so, McFurlong. But, of course, that will come down to whether you actually want to do it. But it has definitely improved from release. And I'm having a lot of fun playing it. As you see by this save, but also as I showed you by this save that I'm playing offline and actually having fun playing it, not for work reasons as well. So yeah, you have to kind of judge it yourself. Exactly. You have fun, and that is it, isn't it? Right? If you can have fun with the game, the game's fine. If you can have fun with it, and that you kind of have to judge it yourself. You can get, and also yeah, it is on offer at the moment. If you don't have it, that's also true. Right, Southend United at home. I'm gonna rest Luca. And because he's a little bit unfit, and we're going to use Brooke Myers for this one, I think, and go that way round. I assume that Pereira's back now. He is. So Simo drops to the bench. We'll put, who do we put off the bench here? Maybe you. Who are you wanted by? Plymouth want Josh Robinson. I keep calling him Jake Robinson as well. Do discount codes still work? Yeah, it should do. It should do. Although I would not necessarily recommend you go that way if you did want to buy the game now. It's on sale in lots of places. Although actually I think that it will be on sale, but it might not be the cheapest place. But there is a discount code that it probably would be similar. I think Beyond worked it out last time, but yeah, I think it still does work. I hated it at release. I wouldn't go back to 24 now. Time heals all and updates help for sure. And also, again, as I just said, it's personal to you guys. If you're like, the one thing that I don't like is the insistence on telling other people that the game's rubbish. If you think that, it's fine. It doesn't mean that other people can't like it. That's the one thing that I don't get. The insistence on having, if you don't like it, and I don't think that's necessarily authentic. I think there's a lot of bandwagoning when it comes to that. It's not bandwagoning to actually not like the game, because I think it's perfectly reasonable to not like the game, and it's perfectly reasonable to feel disappointed, and it's perfectly reasonable to be like, this UI isn't for me and I don't have an enjoyment in the game now. There's loads of bandwagoning happening from younger users, I want to say, younger players who see other people disliking it and feel the need to jump on and also tell other people how much they don't like it. And that happens not just with Football Manager. That is the world that we live in today, isn't it? That you have to fit in and you almost have to do that. And that's maybe the thing thing that always kind of irked me a little bit more. I have no issues with people not liking the game, and I'm not telling people to like the game. Negativity is the new cool. It's so true. And that is not exclusive to Football Manager at all, is it? And if you are listening to me saying this going, but I really don't like the game, that is absolutely fair enough. Like, this is not that. This is the issue. My issue is not with the people not liking the game. My issue is the people who have to be overly negative to try to jump on trend with it type of thing, and have to push themselves out there to say how much they don't like it. And if you like it, you're wrong, which isn't true, is it? It's just not true. It is so trendy to dump on something for sure, and that is again not just Football Manager. I haven't bothered with FM26, but I've got better things to do than slate it. Exactly. That again, so true. I don't understand why people have so much energy to put into not liking something. I've been cut off. I've been shut down. The universe didn't like me. I'm talking what I think is sense. 1 second. Let me just put the other camera on, and we'll go there whilst that one cools down. It's honestly not worse than some of the other iterations over the last 20 years. Again, fair enough. If that's what you think also, fair enough, because that's your opinion, isn't it? I don't think it is either. I think there are issues with it, but I don't think it is as bad as people say. But again, just let people make up their own minds and don't insist on telling people how they should feel about things is the thing. Can you play Menzi Manzi in some games? No, because he's on trial. Let me just move. That sounds like he's like gone to prison or something. But not at the moment, no. I actually enjoy spending time trying to make the experience more enjoyable. Do you know what? That kind of resonates with me a little bit, Miko, as well. Wiko, sorry. Like, there's loads of things I don't like. Trying to fix it yourself and like, I'm going to put this skin in here and I don't like that, so I'm going to change that and I'm going to put this here, and actually this stadium mod, I'm going to put this in. That weirdly is quite cathartic in itself, and it gives me a bit of ownership of the save of the game, and I quite enjoy it as well. I see what you mean. No, my issue was that I really don't want to hate a game that I love. That's why I kind of waited and hoped for some patches. McFurlon, that sounds like a really mature way of doing this. I get that, actually. I really do get that. It probably would be kind of the way that I would feel about this too. And like, if there's something, if you're not enjoying it, playing it and trying to force yourself to like it and then really disliking it is the wrong way to do it. Yeah, I get what you mean there. I think we're old enough not to care about the people who want everyone to agree with them. Yeah. Did you change the font size in your skin? No, but I play on the smallest because I like lots of information on the screen. So in my font size, which is here, text scaling, I can put it larger, look, and it looks like this. But I think that looks horrible. I can't even see where that goes now. So I have it on small, and I also play on a 4K monitor, which is why it maybe looks the way that it does, and it might be slightly different to yours. But I think the smallest font size looks most like the Football Managers that I know and love, which is why I've got it like this as well. But yeah, I would 100% say with everything in life, don't decide what you like based on what other people like. Decide what you like based on what you actually like, and own that and live that, because you will be so much happier, healthier, and generally content with your life if that is the way that you do things. Like, once you all get older, you realize, oh, I don't have to just fit in with people at school. I just kind of do what is best for me. You're right about negativity being the new cool. I think there is a competition on social media of people wanting to be the most miserable at seeing people having hobbies that are cringe. 1,000,000%. And I think a lot of and I think that maybe took me a while to realize that a lot of where I thought things were bandwagoning, because I thought all of the hate was really overplayed, but whilst also agreeing with the things that people hated, but I just didn't feel as strongly as people felt, maybe, is what I thought. But actually what I realized is I just didn't have the energy to insist it upon other people. I just think, like, I didn't insist, like, I didn't care if you liked it or not, or if you liked it or not, if you liked it or not. The only person I cared about whether I liked things was me. And I didn't want to change people's opinions because that's not my job. And I think lots of creators almost felt like a responsibility to either be authentic and say what they didn't like about things, or to try and like coach people through and say what is good about things. And whereas me, I was just like, it is what it is. It is what it is. If you like it, great. This is what I like. This is what I don't like. But you make up your own minds type of thing is how I've always been about it. But yeah, anyway, there you go. there's again soapbox moments. We've done this conversation to death for sure, but yeah, I feel like it's still an interesting topic, especially as people have, I think, sort of calmed themselves down generally about everything. I'm convinced most of the hate is bandwagon in itself. For sure, yeah, I think that does exist. I think that maybe not most of it, and then also legitimate concerns and people being quite level-headed get lost in all of that, don't they? End of the day, constantly telling different Twitch chats and streamers how much you hate the game achieves nothing. It's basically yelling into the clouds. Yeah, that is true, and that does happen a lot as well. Right, let's do Yargo in. Let's instant result this game, and I want to get to, I keep saying it, get to Jam, which is now a week away. We have beaten 2 from Yargo. Yargo. Ole, ole. Yargo scores twice. Chucky scores again. 3-1 win against Southend. We are on the romp, chat, which sounds terrible. We've won 8 straight. We are 4 points clear with a game in hand as well. Let's go. We had the fun fella the other day who was incoherent. I had it the other night, and it's like, what do you want me to do about it? Yeah. Because, like, if you're watching this, and fair play to you, by the way, if you're watching this and you really, really hate FM26, that's fine. If you then tell me that, my response is going to be, okay, I don't know how to help. Like, do you want help? Like, what is the end? Yeah, what's the end goal of coming in and complaining? But anyway, again, it's fine. But I would also suggest getting a new Hobbit. Yes. Do something else then. Play Daisy. That's what I would say. Right, let's I think my camera's back on. Let me pop this one back on and we'll go across to here. We are a loan approach for huddling. Are you gonna pay me? Ooh. Can I change that to be mandatory? Because that is a pretty good, I would take 100 odd K. What is it? 74K. I see you flexing those sideburns. Am I flexing some sideburns? But yes. Oh, you want me to hate it too? Oh, sorry, I don't. Do you reckon they'll go for a mandatory fee of 50K? Add loan to buy fee, mandatory fee, 50,000. I take 50K at this stage. They would take it. Shall I sell Kyle Hudlin for 50,000? Considering we're in debt, considering he does not play any football anymore, yes, it's fun to have Hudlin around. Yes, it's been good. Yes, he's actually scored some really important goals for us. £50,000 though, which is mandatory at the end of the season. They'll pay a little bit of his wages and a little bit of money up to that point too. With this being the situation, I think we should do that. First one off the books potentially too. No, because tall. That is true. That is true. Mazwi's trial is finished. He wasn't quite good enough for us to sign him, so we're not going to sign him. Farewell, Sweet Prince. Yeah. Was it Maidstone? It was Maidstone. I feel like, he was never at Maidstone before, was he? Boxing Day preview. We've got a Boxing Day game. That's fun. Goodbye, goodbye, big meaty boy. Yes. Speaking of big meaty boys, what's Big Tall Paul up to? He's at Trabzon Sport. Imagine we can sign Big Tall Paul at some point during this save. Would I do it? Probably. You've seen Kyle Hudlin IRL, can confirm he's massive. Yeah. After they release skins, Darkside based skin, they are game changers. I couldn't play at the beginning, but now finally I can. I actually think that's quite true. The skins do make a huge difference. A huge difference. This latest version of the Mr. Tinny one is really, really good. Really good. Right. Simo comes in. Why are the crowd chanting as much as they are? Constantly almost at the moment. Never mind, I'll find someone like you when the transfer confirm email. Maybe we'll even listen to the it's Hudlin. Dun, 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 dun. Are these the wrong way round? Yes. Why have you gone the wrong way round, lads? Mane left, Myers right. That's okay, isn't it? That was weird. You know who's huge IRL? Steve Finn. That makes sense though, right? Who have I seen that's massive IRL? Is it Maru Itoje? Itoje? I saw him once in a bar in London. He's a big fella. Quite strong looking. Do we give Hudlin a little send-off? Do we put him on the bench in case he comes on? I feel like we do. Menzies left TTY, I'm afraid. He wasn't good enough. And also, I still can't play him. You keep saying it. He was on trial. He doesn't play for me. I can't play him. I'm sorry. All right. I'm going to instant result. We're going to get to Jan. And we're going to see if we can beat Sutton. We can. A 3-1 win for Sutton. Did Kyle come on? Did Hudlin feature? I don't know if he did. And I don't really know how to find out. No, he didn't come on. I can see it on here now. Chucky, though, scores another 2. Yargo gets another goal. Yargo is in fine form, let me tell you. Look at his form. What skin? I'm using the Mr. Tinny skin, but my own version of it, yes. Thank you for your discount with your code on Holy. Was well needed to spend... Too easy to spend so much on there. Bearded. Thank you for using the code. For, my brother. I don't know what I was going to say there. Brother. Mate. I appreciate you though, dude. I fully agree with you, yeah. But it's good drinks. Good stuff. Streets, don't forget when Steve Finn was being dropped by England for being unselectable. I don't know what that means, but yes. By the way, chat, if you would like to use the code as well, click on !Holy, click the link, check out Holy's website, get yourself some delicious drinks. Some sugar-free, lovely, lovely drinks. I drink the hydration ones. They're nice. I've got strawberry kiwi. It is the perfect way to stay hydrated. All right, let's pick it. Do we have a game now? No. What I wanted to see was Yargo's form. Yargo. How do I get to his form from here? Performance data. That's cool. Form. There it is. Yeah. I mean, he didn't play against Altrincham or didn't play enough, but like this game against Watford, he was good off the bench. Almost got us back in it. Scored 2 against Southend and now has scored 1 against Sutton. Come into the team and made a bit of a difference as Yargo. That was their explanation, was it? Not needs to find form with his country. He's unselectable. Interesting. What's your favourite line of commentary? I think it just... Yeah, I'm a Liverpool fan. This is a bit boring, Joe, but it's probably the Gerrard header, Champions League final 2005. Hello, here we go. That one. Just good vibes. Good morning, Clayts. How you doing? I done my first live stream on Friday night and last night. Enjoyed both nights. Just need to find space in my work schedule to do more. Rob, love that for you, dude. Oh, bugger off, man. Hudlin's rejected Maidstone. We're about to get 50k for Kyle Hudlin and he's rejected it. I should have transfer listed him. That's so annoying. I don't want you anymore. Why is he staying? No, you're welcome to stay, Kyle. Thank you for being so loyal, but also 50,000 quid, mate. That's so annoying. Right, it's the 28th. Can I sell Jeffroy Boney? Come on, Jeffroy Boney. Go to another... Oh, he's wanted. Maidstone. Right. Maidstone are like, I can't have Hudlin. Can I have Jeffroy Boney? I'm going to hire an intermediary. They couldn't find one. Jesus. That's not gone well either. We could keep him long enough and he just plays in the youth teams and we can persuade him to become a coach. We might have to. He's 28 now. He is still wanted by them. Clarence Clumps wants... Oh, my word. Birmingham, Bristol, Derby, Swansea all want Clarence Clumps on loan. I need to get you a loan. Offer via transfer room. Loan offer. Anybody. Anybody want Malvin Demeester? Great player. Very good player. I don't know why I went Trump there. Check to Sean Maurice. He plays for Arsenal. If he plays for Arsenal, I probably won't be able to sign him. I guess we wait till Jan and then hopefully get some bids. Annoyingly, I've not been able to sell Hudlin there. That would have been a great start to the window. Oh, Lena Oberdorf. Who's that? Shortlisted player nearing end of contract. Alvin Amon. A few decent players there coming to the end of their contracts. We should have a look at that, shouldn't we? Is there any players maybe even on... I can't because I haven't got any scouting budget. So I can't actually scout anyone, which is a bit annoying. 6 months left on these guys as well. We probably need to have a think about who we want to extend here as well. Right, chat, I really need a wee. I've had lots of holy and now I need a wee. I'll be back in a second. Oh yeah, that's a good point as well, Mushroom Man. We should have a look at Ipswich, shouldn't we? Scotty, thank you for the 3 months, dude. Appreciate you. Nice one, dude. Yeah, Clumps has got good potential. I'm just going to run to the bathroom, chat. I'll be back in a second. And then we'll do some transfer stuff as it's now Jan. Don't go anywhere.
Follow me. Okay.
Lenny! Was Lenny on the move, or was he just sat there? Was he just sat there? He's there, look. Lenny, mate. He doesn't care. He's looking at the door because I just came in. All right, chat. Let's continue on our little journey here then. Because we're flying, we can make some really swift progress here, hopefully. Probably with a few more instant results and just keep going, to be honest. And we can go from there. Go on the transfer room out and offer him to a club that needs a striker or a winger. That's actually not a bad shout, the Rankamore Kingdom. We should actually have a look at the transfer room and see what we can do there with Malvin de Meester. Good idea. Ask Arsenal for Marisa. I don't think we're going to be able to, lads. I'm not even sure he's on my game. What's his first name? Tashawn. He's not even on my game, so there you go. There's that answered. Not happening. The only thing I like with FM27 beta, transfer him in the general transfer overhaul. I see what you've done there. Very good. It got me for a second. Subway Sweden. Right. We have got these players' contracts expiring, though. There's probably a bit of work to do here. Jeffrey Boney, we will probably let move on. Fred Mann needs a new contract. Shall I get the DOF to negotiate on these guys, these youngsters? They've got decent potential, a lot of these. He probably gives them too much money, but because they are our boys, I think I'm going to get the get those ones. Galvan's on big money and he doesn't usually start. Your boss in the league, we are Mingus Mate, yes. If possible, could you get Corral Lisby on loan? He plays for Peterborough IRL. His dad played in the... Is that Kevin Lisby's son, is it, Joe? I remember when, is it Kevin Lisby? Did he once score a hat-trick against Liverpool for Charlton? I feel like he did. And that's, yeah. Was that him? Was that Jason Newell? I think it might have been Lisby, hat-trick Liverpool. Yeah, there you go. It was a 3-2 win. It was a horrible day. I watched it on teletext. Yep. Oh, by the way, I was going to show you this, wasn't I? There was an update on the website, by the way. If you haven't been keeping up to date with the Three Counties website, there was a big update on there the other day, just from our chairman, Jan Bow. He wrote us a letter to the fans, look. Just penned a personal letter to the fans just saying, I wanted to write to you personally. Definitely not AI written this. This came from the heart from Yambo. Just talked about the state of the club at the moment. Talked about how we're moving in the right direction. The fact that we can, attract players from Wolves. Opportunities don't come like this, don't come to clubs without a reputation for doing things properly on the training ground, in the dressing room and on match day, etc. There will continue to be little extra things in the world like this. Definitely not AI written. Yeah, no. This was Yambo. That's actual Yambo, look, as our chairman. Yeah, very good. I wonder how many folk have no idea who Jason Newell or Kevin Lisby are. I mean, there's probably younger audience members there who just don't know. Yes, but yeah, that's I will continue to do little fun stuff like this because I think it just adds. I think it's just nice, isn't it? I'm actually having an idea, chat. Would you be interested next season's kits if we did a fan competition for one of the kits, and like using FM Kit Creator, you guys had the chance, and I'll tweet it out on the Three Counties account, and then you guys come up with one of the kits. Maybe the third kit can be fan designed for next season or something. I thought that could be a fun little thing. What happens if some IRL team finds this club and accidentally asks for a friendly by seeing your location is near? It would be glorious. It'd be great content, wouldn't it, James? I'd say yes, and then we'd have to get a team together to play. Be good, wouldn't it? Peter Unlove was also a nemesis for Liverpool. He was, wasn't he? Sheffield United, I want to say, for Unlove. Yeah. I'd be up for that. I feel like there's enough people make their own kits that it could be quite fun. And then it's a nice way for you guys to be in the save because you actually made one of the kits, which would be cool. Coventry. Was it Coventry as well? Did Unlove ever play for... Did he ever play for Sheffield United? Was it just Coventry? Jaden Moniqua. I'm a Liverpool fan. Today I need you to win from a West Ham. That's what Breezy said earlier as well. I'll volunteer to put the cones out. Thanks, James. Thanks. We could get a team together. I just get Toby and like... He's got contacts. That's one player. I reckon we can get some together. We could put together a decent Three Counties team. Do you reckon Chucky would play? He might do. All right, we've got Dagenham and Redbridge. Let's get this game done, and then we'll do some transfer stuff. Have we got a full bench there? Hudlin's staying now, so I don't need to give him a send-off anymore, do I? I promise I'm the second coming of Perlet. Perfect. There you go. That's two players. So Dodgson, Owen Dodgson's slightly better, so I'll put him back in. Let's bring Luca back in, even though Iago has been playing well. I'm going to play Manny in his position so that he doesn't get recalled by Wolves. We need to get through January without him being recalled. That is a slight issue at the moment I'm a bit worried about. So let's do this. 3-0, massive win away at Dagenham and Redbridge. Chucky, Flowers, Iago off the bench. Happy days. The league is now all but won. A game in hand. Oh, my word. Dorking lost. They drew. They lost to Chelmsford and then drew to Aldershot. We are now 9 points clear with a game in hand. I want to witness Clayts throwing a water bottle in real life. I promise you, if I ever manage Three Counties FC IRL, I will throw a water bottle at someone. The Everton fan in me naturally wants Forest to win, but the last thing we need is being dragged into a relegation battle again. Yeah, fair. The club I support has Kevin Lisby as manager. He also played for them. Who's that, Joe? That's quite fun. Where is Kevin Lisby these days? Is he in the game? No, he's not in the game for me. Stay away from the ad boards. Yeah, that is an occupational hazard, of course. Those ad boards. Who put that there? Oh, here we go. Loan offers. La Liga and La Liga 2 teams offering for Malvin de Meester. Now we just need to check. I'm happy for him to go to any of those, basically, as long as there is no future fee. Squad player, squad player, squad player. I'd like him to go as a first choice, though. It's a shame that Can I? No. Striker centre squad player. I mean, it's better for him to be there. We might as well send him to Cadiz then, so that he's in the top league, right? Or should I just accept all of these? Cray Valley, is it? That's fun. You've gone Palace, Liverpool, Arsenal, all to win 5-1, £10. Good luck, Saliva. There are other teams that might come in for him. Let me just check the other offers in case they're any better. That is squad player striker. Minus what? I'm not paying you £1 a month. Minus £1. I'm not paying you £1 a month. That's ridiculous. Finally, Cadiz, who play in the top division, La Liga, also paying you £1. I'm going to accept all of these, I think, even though they're not perfect. And then I'm going to offer him out for... Can I not accept all of these? Why can't I accept all... There you go. Accept those and then offer him again, I think. And if I offer, let's do loan offer. Let's do important player. Lock that in. And that's all I really care about. When doing a save, do you do more than one tactic? And can using more than one tactic confuse players? It won't confuse players, no. The only thing you're looking at here is familiarity. So you see this up here. This is your familiarity that players have with a tactic that you're playing. If you just use one, Mr. Jezza, the familiarity will be maximized as much as it possibly can be. The longer they play it, the better these green bars all fill up. So if you're constantly switching between different tactics, it doesn't confuse them. They just have less familiarity. But they gain familiarity by having these loaded in. So I would always have 3 loaded in because then you've got 3 tactics that they're kind of familiarizing with. At all times. So I do have 3 loaded in, but generally I'm a 1 tactic kind of guy just because I kind of build towards building a team into those tactics, and changing it loads kind of changes that, but you have to kind of be a bit adaptable as well. What skin? This is the Mr. Tinny skin air cans, but I've tweaked it and changed it myself, which eventually at some point it might be available, my version of it, but we'll see with that. It's also not that easy to actually make it available. You have to download certain files and put them in the right places. It's actually quite tricky, isn't it, a lot of the time with skins at the moment. I like to have 3 identical tactics, varying instructions for attacking, balance and defending. That's a good way of doing it, Ross. Yeah, definitely. Even if they never play their tactic, they'll get familiar with it as long as you have it on the thingy. Yeah, they're training in it, Sacco, then, yes. They will pick up the familiarity just by having it in there, being trained as one of the 3. Not when in your training you pick which one is being trained specifically in your overview. Is it on here somewhere? It used to be, but yeah, they will still pick up familiarity with it being on there. You have home and away variants of your tactics. Yeah, having 1 tactic, but then having very slight variants of it. That's kind of what I've got here, but not quite. Ultimately, I know that we're going to win this league and I think games are going to be quite easy, which is why I've just got 1 tactic that we go to at the moment. Do you tweak much or small things only? It's very clear. I don't tweak loads at the moment. Again, though, because we're quite dominant and we're predicted to win the league, I'm not tweaking a lot at the moment. If something's working, by the way, my advice would be stick with it. Don't tweak for the sake of tweaking because you only break things. If things are working, just roll with it, is what I'd usually say. Do you have a sport you thought was lame as a kid but like it as an adult? No. Not I thought was lame. No, I don't think so. Maybe golf. I thought watching golf when I was younger, I thought was really boring. But now I actually quite enjoy watching things like the Masters. I'm not a massive golf fan, but that maybe I used to think was boring, and now I think is really great entertainment. Should I keep the tactics fairly similar, or does it really not matter? It doesn't really matter. It's up to you. What do you want, really? Keeping them similar means that the players are more likely to fit into those roles, aren't they? But not necessarily. Right, we've been offered a new contract here. I think we say yes to this. Shall I ask for a little bit more money? 900 quid. Any more massive demands? No, I'm just going to say yes. 900 quid. We're going to sign a new deal. Thank you, Jan. Appreciate you. You can write about that in your next little update. Letter to the fans. Rugby for you? Yeah, I thought rugby was lame as a kid. But I still think it's lame now. So I didn't actually watch the curling final. No, Joe. We talked about that earlier, actually. I didn't realise that they'd lost in the final there. Charles, how you doing, buddy? Oh, look. We've got some stuff going on. Training facilities have been upgraded. Brilliant. Love that. Is skin modding hard? To be honest, I don't do skin modding. I just take somebody where they've modded a skin themselves, and then I tweak little bits of it using a FM skin builder. So I'm not really doing much modding, to be honest. So yes, it is hard, but this makes it easier. Brolin. Oh yeah, I looked at that Brolin. He's a keeper. This guy I wanted to sign, chat, off stream, I think it was, and he wouldn't get a work permit. Why do you think I really... There's a player in Football Manager who I really like. Why do you think I really like them? That's a pop quiz for you. Quick. What do you think the reason is? Yeah, he's Swedish. What do you think the reason is? He's a keeper. He is tall. 6'8". Samuel Brolin, 6'8". We do have a good academy, yeah. He is good. He wouldn't get a work permit for me. I wonder if he gets... I tell you what, he's from Hereford. That would be great. He's not. I wonder if we sign this guy for next season. He's either massive or he has a funny name. Pringle, you know me way too well. But no, he's just massive, yeah. We could sign him for next year. All 6'8" of him, Samuel Brolin. Let me see if he gets a work permit now. No, unfortunately would not get a work permit. I wonder if he'd join without it, though. Can I take his demands down a little bit? I can. I might do this. Do we get 3 ESC spots for next year? Can I do that? I have to do it immediately. He wants to be a backup. Backup works for now, actually, because I won't be able to play him. Yeah, I'm going to say I won't be able to offer the wages, will I? Maybe later on he might actually want less anyway. You get 2 ESCs. Is it worth using one of them on my keeper? He is massive. And he is quite good. I don't think he's going to sign on 550k a week, though. No, he would sign on that. £550 a week, I should say. Right, we're going to have to come back from anyway because I put him as a backup so I can't offer him the wages. We also don't have loads of money to offer anyway. Right, we've got loads of stuff here going on.
Follow me.
Another manager of the month. You love to see it. How many games have I now managed as a manager? We have now manager history. There's our seasons. Look, second, first. We got 7 awards last year, 2 trophies. That is the FA trophy. Is Football Manager Mobile good? I've not played it for a while, so I don't know if I can really answer. Managerial stats. We've got 197 games played. Look at that, 87% win percentage. Are we the best manager in the world? Or is Dory Gape going to be better than us? How do I look at that? Do you remember that? Real ones know what I'm talking about. World, if I go... How do I go to the world these days? Can I look at the world? Nations. I want a continent. World. There it is. World. And then can I go to managers? We used to be able to. Is there any way to do this? I don't think there is anymore, is there? If I just search managers. I want to see the manager stats of the managers from around the world. And I don't think you can anymore. Manager movements. Manager history. There's some manager movements that I found there. I don't think you can see it anymore. Also, why is the world in continents? News. Search Jaden Maniqua. I'm all right for now, thank you. World. News. I don't think you can see it anymore. Settings. It won't be in settings, will it? Staff database and recruitment. That could work, maybe. That might be a better way of getting there. Staff DB. And just look for like... Don't exclude any people. What's my best way of doing this? Clear all. I'm not excluding anybody. I'm also not... The search criteria is rubbish. Search criteria. Why is this not working, first of all? Okay, that's broke. That's just broke. That is... That screen's just broke. Settings Hall of Fame, that's different. I think. That's from other games, isn't it? Rather than here. That is a thing, but that's not what I'm looking for. Not a bad shout. I never really know how this works. I swear it just makes it up. Like, why am I 21st? Right, I think that might be a skin thing about why staff database is broken there. I wonder if Tinny, if you're Mr. Tinny, if you're here, might be something we need to just check out. Anyway, let's move on. We've got Scunthorpe. Let's pick a team that is less tired. Not so easy to do when we've got this many. Oh, I really don't want to play you. You are very tired. I think Lawrence Maguire's going to have to play a game here, chat. He hasn't played in a long time. Boys Clark, Robertson, Simo, Maguire, Dodgson, Owen Dodgson. The newest version air cans this is, but it's also my version of the newest version. If that makes sense. Mane, Luca, Flowers. Let's give Taylor Richards a run out in midfield and do that. Big Larry Maguire back in the team. Don't make us lose, Larry. You didn't. Chucky scores twice. 2 in 2 minutes for Chucky. Big win. How did Dorking get on? Dorking drew again. We've just extended our lead even further at the top. 11 straight wins. We might win the league today, chat. Look at this. 11 points with a game in hand. Still unbeaten, by the way, as well. At one point, Dorking were going level with us the whole way. And now look at us. Oh, yeah, I love that, Beyond. I love taking players with me to the new club and stuff. We saw that. I did a journeyman last year, didn't I? And did exactly that because it is just so much fun. By the way, chat, there is 500 of you watching right now over on YouTube, which, by the way, outrageous. Legends, thank you. There is only 59 likes on the stream, though. Can you do me a favour? Because it really does help, and I wouldn't ask if it didn't. Can you drop a like, please? It really does help. If you get over 100, it helps, you know, pushes the stream out and stuff to when it becomes a video afterwards. If you could just do me a favour, it's free. Just drop a like. That'd be really helpful. And thank you all for being here on your Sunday mornings. I appreciate you. Legends. Ooh. Hello, Clarence Clumps. We have just received a bid that could rise to £240,000. Now, that's a lot of money. Who renamed Clarence Clumps? I almost feel like we should talk up the Clumps indeed. That is massive money. One of our youth intake players. I don't mind it. Chaz, was it you? I feel like it was, right? Obviously, no one is actually called Clarence Clumps, but I kind of think we should sell him. Do we try and extrapolate as much money as possible here, though? Oh, ASEC Mimosas are a Wonder Kid club. They are brilliant, aren't they? How do the VODs do? They do pretty good. They do all right, Pringle. They don't do, like, serious numbers, but lots of people do definitely use them and catch up on them. Like, I know that VOD watchers right now, I appreciate you and I see you. How you doing, Tom? How you doing, buddy? Hope you're good. Get an auction going. Yeah, we should do. Let's ask for... Let's see if we can get 200. It would sort us out 250k. Let's try and get percentage of next sale and like a little bit of extra money. I'm almost tempted to do that, you know. There's 4 interested clubs as well. There are. That could be, this could be serious money. 250k over the next year. 50% of next sale. If they go for that, that's a lot of money. Oh, I think we have to accept that. For this, we think he's got good potential. 50% of next sale could be huge in the future. Like, this is 250k now. That could be another million quite easily. Because Bristol City, are they Championship? I want to say. That's massive money. I think we have to say yes to this. Future buyback for when we get to the Prem, I'll return home. I mean, it's one of those where we could always keep an eye out and try and do it. I didn't put one in, but because that usually brings the cost down. But for sure, something we can look for. I'm going to have to accept that. I do wonder if any of these other teams are going to come in for you. Bristol City are championship, yeah. And safe in the championship too, it seems. That could be a lot of money. And also, it's really needed right now. We are 382,000 in debt. And that covers it, almost all of it. That could be big money. Why has that money gone down so much, by the way? I swear it was 100 at the start of today. During today's stream, it was 100k, wasn't it? Shall I offer him out? Will that upset him? Kirby's out for a twisted ankle for 14 days. Yeah, let's offer him out. I think you're right. See if we can get any more. Offer via transfer room. 250k up. Let's go for 350k. Plus the percentage of sale. Lock that in. Lock that in and just see if we get any bites for that. I think. Let's do that. Did we get any bids? Doesn't look like it. There's oh, Brolin's off to Orebro. Is that in Sweden? Yeah. We're not going to get Brolin, the big 6'8" keeper, but I don't think we could afford him anyway. Does FM26 still have screen flow? Yes. There is a bid, chat. Auction. Auction. Get your remotes out. Put them in the chat. Auction. Auction. 250k. It's just straight up 250k. I need to get this in there. I don't know if they're actually auctioning here. That needs to be in there. Shall I ask for 300k plus that? What do you reckon? Do you reckon they go for this? I reckon they might reject this. 250k straight up for it. How doing, Joe? Oh, thank you, Joe. You've been here a while. Thank you, dude. Just woke up a few minutes ago. Nice. Cheese Socks is fan. Nice. It is a better offer. Are Norwich in the Prem by any chance? That's a Premier League team. That's Premier League value. Yes, they're going to get relegated, but that... Where'd it go? Where did my offer go? It's gone. Did I just break it? Do I need to offer it again? Is this going to break it? Oh, no. I clicked off it. Okay, it's fine. I've got it back. There might be a glitch in that, by the way. You might be able to go try it again there. Did you see what I accidentally just did? If you go onto the club and then go back, you get a chance to, even though you've just negotiated, you get a chance to negotiate again there. And I could have maybe, I know that I'd already tried one above, but in a different situation, you could have done it could have done it again type of thing. You've got the knowledge of what they will go to then as well, haven't you? Interesting. Could be a glitch. Orebro is no bigger than Kalmar, so chances to get Brolin are the same for next season. Okay, that's good to know. Good to know. If his contract runs out, I guess. Because that's the kind of thing, is that we're getting him because his contract was up. You're miles behind the times. We are in the National League, Tom, and we're top of the league. We are going to win the league. We've just got a big bid for one of our youth players. What I need to do, chat, is actually auction this, don't I? I need to cancel Bristol City's. Can I cancel it? Done. And then I need to offer and see if Bristol City come back in for 300k plus the percentage of next sale and see if we can actually get this auction going. It can work. When is the season highlights coming back? It's kind of hard to know if the season is done and if I've started another. In FM, you mean? The season's done when the league that you're in is updated type of thing. It shouldn't be that difficult to see, but I think it is. Isn't season review still in the game? I feel like it is, isn't it? It was definitely a very old FM glitch. Yeah, it was a thing, wasn't it, at one point? The name alone is worth 350k. Agreed. Is it gone, is it? I didn't even notice. Yeah, that'd be cool. I think that's something that should come back as well. I swear I've seen that. Maybe, yeah, you might be right. They killed it. Like lots of things, like cup draws. They should bring that back as well, shouldn't they? All right, we've got some... Oh, no. What do you mean John Pereira's on international duty with Colombia under-20s? That's not good news. Also, Johnson's still injured, so we are quite lacking in defenders at the moment. Farewell appearance for Clarence Clumps? Maybe. We'll put Carrington on the bench. That team can play. It's Harrogate Town in the FA Trophy. I want to do the transfers, so I'm going to do this. Rip Cup draw, so frustrating that they're gone. I think that's one of the things that they will look to bring back, though. Especially if people just, you know, calmly say, I miss that being in the game. They do listen to feedback. It's just also difficult to listen to feedback when the feedback is, it's crap. Yeah, but specifically, all of it, which might be true, but they are patching things and changing stuff. So fingers crossed they do. Yeah, I agree. The cup draws are good. Even if they didn't need to be like the whole spectacle, even just being able to click a button to do the draw, I think actually makes a difference, doesn't it? It gives you some spectacle, gives you some ownership of it. Zaroli shines in a win. Chucky scores again. Zaroli scores again. We are through in the trophy. Are we going to get any more bids for Clumps? Demister's off to Cadiz. He's going to go and play La Liga football as a squad player. That is quite cool, considering we get him for next year. It should also mean that he gets this work permit in the future too. And we did promise him that loan, which is good. He's no longer concerned about issues over his work permit. He's happy to have been granted a loan move to allow him to play more often. Derry Beyond Merkin has signed a contract. JB Green has signed a new contract. How do Midju? Hope you're good, my friends. One of the main points of 23 or 24 was the Champions League draw stuff, and now it's gone. There's lots of stuff like that, isn't it? Like, this is a massive feature. It's going to be huge. And then they've got rid of it. So it couldn't have been that big a feature in the first place. But yeah, it is true. It is true. I don't think they would have got rid of it if it was... I don't think it was by choice, though. Love that we're paying Cadiz for the loan. Yeah, we're paying £1 a month to have him. Ridiculous. I think it was an engine thing and too much work to do thing, like all of these things. But yeah, I agree. Right, I do want to see what happens with Clumps here. We do need the money. Like deadline day, exactly. Exactly like deadline day. How you doing, FM Girl? Welcome in. Good morning to you. Hope you're good. Right, so... oh, I didn't actually look at the scouting, but I don't think I've got... Where is our money going? We are hemorrhaging money right now. Then again, are we? Because we've brought in 214k and spent 197. We should have made money here. I guess it's wages and stuff. Because look. And we are also paying back debt for the stadium. Is also what that is. Yeah, deadline day exists, but the whole thing, you know, it goes yellow and it's deadline day and you take part in it. That's all gone. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Loan repayment, yeah. I think that's what's going on here. Right. Luca is going to be rested. We'll bring Yago in. Kirby is injured and he's not going to be on our bench. We'll do Pereira back on. Nope, Pereira cannot come back on because he's on international duty. Okano instead. I might have missed this, but how are our big rivals doing? Mika, yes. They are top of League 2. We did talk about it earlier, but I'll show you now. Worcester City are romping home in League 2. They're going to go to League 1. Look at this. Destroying the league above us. Still. So ridiculous. Going to be annoying the 1 out of 5 deadline days I really needed the deadline day loan. You can still get them. You just have to be a bit more... like, I think it's the clock does still slow down for deals if you need to get them done. It just doesn't do the whole feature that deadline day was anymore. The Frankie Bishop influence, yeah. Highest average rating in the league, Frankie Bishop. You can't quite see that, but look. Under me here, 7.73 from Frankie in the league. That is outrageous. It actually is the Frankie Bishop influence. All right. Zaroli. I'm going to play Okano. And I'll play Galvan. Rest a few of the more tired players. Chelmsford. How doing, Craig? Welcome in, dude. Hope you're good, my friends. By the way, YouTube, can I just say, buzzing with so many of you being here today. That's so cool. People talk about the state of FM26. We had that big conversation earlier. Sunday morning, afternoon now, there are over 500 of you lot watching me play Football Manager. That is sick. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. 500 on YouTube. 100 and something here. Very cool. Not bad indeed. I know. Clarence Clumps. Straight on to matters in hand. Clarence Clumps is off to Norwich. We have sold one of our youth intake players for £275,000. We have also, though, and this is the key point here, we get 50% of next sale, and we're selling him to the Premier League. Selling him to the Premier League, where I'm hoping they're actually going to play him. I don't know if he's going to go into their under-21s. Sometimes Prem teams do buy players and do that, don't they? But I think we might be able to sell that clause at some point for a serious amount of money down the line. Decided to watch after discovering the Catanzaro playlist. Posey, that's so cool. And by the way, so many of you right now, YouTube, I'm talking to you right now. Loads of you asking for a youth-only series, a Catanzaro rebirth series. We're going to do one. We're going to do one soon. I'm going to do a youth-only save, youth intake-only save. It will be over 5 or 6 parts like we did last time. I'm gonna do it, I think, in Spain. Rather than Italy this time around, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. But yes, we are going to do that. We're going to do a whole like long playthrough series on the channel very soon, because I think it is time. We've done loads of experiments. We've sort of used that because of where FM26 is, but I think it's time to do the nitty gritty long episodes, 5 or 6 episodes, do a whole save like that. I think it'll be good. What about Portugal? Maybe. I haven't decided. To be fair, I haven't fully decided where we're going to do it. But I was thinking maybe Spain 2nd Division could do Portugal. Portuguese 2nd Division could be quite fun, actually. But we will be doing it. I've also been trying to set up... Have I still got it? I've been trying to set up a really good way of tracking it. Wonder where that is. Do I have that saved? I'll tell you what I can do. If I open Excel... This is what I've been trying to make, chat. This is very nerdy. Very nerdy. But you may be seeing a bit more of this in... and this is just my practice version of it. In the actual series, I've been trying to make an Excel spreadsheet that means we can track our youth intakes over the course of the save. So I'm trying to get it so that I can do a screenshot and it will input it into this for me. But like the class of 27, so that we could go through and actually track what happened to them and then say what happened to them. When did they make their first team debut? When did they go to, etc., etc. So that we can actually, over the course of the save, you guys could have access to this as well. And you'd be able to like, I'll put it on, as like a Google Sheets so that you could actually go and do that. Can you do it easily through a CSV export? Exactly that, yes. It's really difficult to export data from FM26, but even through screenshots and using some AI to change it to the appropriate file type, you can actually then import it yourselves. And then you have it like this. Look, so over the years, you've got the class of 80 of 27. Then you can click in and see which players they were and filter them by what intake they were. So you can see all of the players that come through our youth intake and do that. You could do Berlin in Germany. I do like a German save, to be fair. That could also be good. Maybe I'll do a bit of a poll on the YouTube channel. If this is something you really do want to see, maybe I'll do a poll. I'll come up with 3 teams that could be decent and you guys could vote on it about which is the best one to do. The best team to do in Spain's 2nd tier is Mirandes. Small club, very well managed, that work really well with youngsters. I am also thinking about doing a save with Bilbao soon because they were almost given that transfer ban, weren't they? And I wonder if doing a YouTube video like that, like a long save with that. So if I do that, maybe I do a different team for the save. But yeah, I am... Just to let you know, I'm very much in the process of trying to decide how best to do that. And I think it'll be good. 1860 Munich. There's like, I remember Foxy did a save with Inter Berlin. Are they still a team? That could be fun, but I think they're a bit lower down the pyramid. Are they even in my save? They probably, yeah, they are. That could be a fun team, couldn't it? Really cool branding on Inter Berlin. I mean, Hertha could even make sense as well, couldn't they? Could literally do a Hertha Berlin save. Throw it right back and do Hertha Berlin for me. That could also make sense. Excel has really good import from picture function for all those data nerds who are missing the export function. Do they, McKenz? That's interesting. I need to try that then. That could work. You can use AI to change it and stuff, but yeah. Anyway, that's where we're at. Exciting times in the future. We're definitely going to have some fun with it. like we did with the Catanzaro save, because that was loads of fun. And so many people still say that that's their favourite ever save. So yeah, we'll definitely revisit that. We have to. All right, how many likes on YouTube? If you want me to do a youth-only save, you have to like the stream right now. There you go. You call it blackmail or call it bribery, but whatever you call it, please like the stream. Galvan wants to discuss personal matters. New contract talks. Interesting. Hasn't played loads. Do I want to give him a new contract? I probably don't. I don't know. Yeah, chat, unless we hit 100 likes, I don't think I'll get my work permit renewed, so I want to get some playing time elsewhere. Oh, it's not even what I thought it was. He wants to leave. I'll sell him then. Let's sell him. Let's try and get some money for him. He hasn't played loads. He's worth loads of money. Let's see if we can get him a move. Intermediary? No offers. Agent. Bradford are in for him. Doncaster are in for him. He won't get a work permit there, so I'm not sure why that is, but still. Well, he might get one. I suppose he got one for us, didn't he? But yeah, let's try and sell him. Deportivo in Spain would be good also. Yeah, maybe a little bit. Done quite a lot. Herta actually is calling to me. Would you consider doing a daily episode type save? Abdul, no. Only because to do an episode, a daily episode type save, you kind of have to have been doing it for years and years and years so that my audience is kind of accustomed to it. If I did that now, I'll tell you exactly how it would go. Episode 1, banger. Maybe a 1 out of 10. Brilliant. Amazing. People are so on board with this. Episode 5, the end of the week, probably about 10% of the views. And that's so normal. It's not like it wouldn't be the audience's fault. It's just that my audience don't watch like that. It's just one of those. So to be honest, it wouldn't work the best for me in terms of a workflow, in terms of, you know, editing, in terms of the way that I work and the projects I want to do. I'm not going to say never, because that could be quite fun. I have thought about doing it as a bit of a one-off and doing like me recording almost 10 episodes and then releasing them every day. But I probably wouldn't do it in the way that, say, like Jack or Kev does it, because those guys have been doing it for so many years and it works so well for them because their audience is that audience. For me, it's just not necessarily, because I've not built that audience like that. So yeah, possibly not. Hertha. I mean, Hertha would be good. They would be good. Right, we've got bids here. Loan bids. I don't really want to accept your loan offers for free. Why would I? That's Malvin de Meester. Why would I accept these? 100% of wages, 27k a week, no future fee. So how much money would that be? 130. To be fair, that's actually not that bad, is it? Colombian team, yeah, that wouldn't be too bad. Do you use public beta? I don't think I am on the public beta right now. I can't, to be honest with you, I don't really know. It'd be a dream for me if you did my local team, OD Ibiza. We're in the 3rd tier though. I mean, potentially Ibiza's fun, isn't it? Deportivo. I kind of like that. The Hertha Berlin dream. I kind of like that. Gets him playing and could reevaluate in the summer, and we get all of his wages paid, and we get money for it. That's actually not a bad deal, is it? I think his contract ends in the summer, doesn't it? We just don't get the money for him now, I guess. You really want to go back to Schalke? That is a throwback. That could be fun. Do I? No. I think they're too big and established. I think Catanzaro was the perfect team. Not particularly well known. And like grew them. But then Hertha Berlin are kind of massive as well. Let me look at the other offers. Are there any future fees in any of these? No. That's less money. So I'd reject that one anyway. Mitre, which was the one that was the most money? I think it was. Oh, they're the same. Oh no, this one's not as good. These two are the same. What number did I end up at Norwich? I will check. Yeah, no, somebody just said. I'll go and check Clarence Clumps at Norwich in a second. I want to see his value as well, because if it's big, that could be really good fun. If one of the players isn't at training, we know where they are exactly for Ibiza. That's true. How you doing, GH? Hope you're good, my friend. Welcome in, dude. What's to say? 3 Counties FC. If you do exclamation mark save, it explains it. Right. I'm going to accept these, but I'm going to offer out for... I'd like to get a transfer in as well, to be honest. Even better if someone wants to buy him for 100k. Even 100k. I think it'd be a really good bit of business for us. Let's do 200 to start with. He's already transfer listed. Let's see if anyone offers that for him now. Right, Clarence Clumps. Let's check in. Sold him to the Premier League. £1.1 million. Isn't massive, but that's probably because they put him into their under 21s. I don't know if they've given him a number yet. No number yet. But even now, 50%, say it's $1 million, it's an extra 500k if he was to be sold for $1 million now. Probably won't, though. Yeah, there's loads of clubs like that that kind of fit that. Big clubs that have fallen down and stuff. Galvan's set to move to Mitre on loan immediately. Should we just loan him? We've actually bought the Nguyen Mugai as well, haven't we? So we don't even need him. And we get all of the wages paid. They pay us a monthly fee. I think we just let that one happen. It's not the most ideal, but it's not the worst ideal. Flipping heck, lads. Calm down. Hey, Mingus. Thank you, buddy. Thank you for gifting a sub over to Green Gin. Appreciate you, buddy. Very, very kind. Thank you, dude. Get the Trent sub assists in the chat as well. There you go. Appreciate you. All right, let's continue. We've actually made loads of progress here, but I've not played loads of games. We played loads of games at the start of the stream, and then I've just done loads of instant resulting. But I kind of think you guys understand. I think it makes sense as well for where the save is at. So I think we try and do January, and then get us towards the end of the season, because it looks like we're just going to romp home and win the league, aren't we? So we can kind of go with that. Is football coming home in the World Cup? It'd be nice, wouldn't it? It would be nice, but probably not. Let's be honest. Luca back in for Yago. Let's do Zaroli back in for Okano. Kirby still out. How long was that injury? Moderate knee ligament sprain. I didn't realise that was as long as it was. Pharrell Johnson's missed a load of games there. Lots of games for Larry Maguire, because Pereira's still on under 20 Colombia duty. Didn't expect him to be getting games at this stage. We don't have a left back because he's now out on loan. So, Magai? Who usually starts left back? Where is he? Dodgson, Owen Dodgson goes there. And then Magai. How do I even get him there? If I go Magai, sub 1. I guess we put Hudlin on the bench. There. Do Millwall for youth save. Relatively small and good youth. I don't know if I want to do England again. I think I might avoid doing England. I think the Catanzaro save was so good because of it being Italy. I think we might have... I think we do a lot of English saves anyway. I've also got a save coming up that I'm going to record this next week coming up that is lower league England again. So I think that's probably why. Probably one to avoid. Boreham Wood. Can we beat them at home now to extend our lead? We can. It's a 3-1 win for the Wyverns. We are flying. Absolutely flying at the moment. Dodgson, Owen Dodgson. No, who scored that? Simo. Benny Ashley still scored twice off the bench. Go on, Benny. Still scoring goals for us. Go on, lad. Love that. England is just overdone as well. It's overdone, but also it is, you know, where I'm from. So it's overdone because for a reason, but it is good to spread your wings as well. Yeah, exactly. Arf, arf, arf. Yeah, do you know what? That does deserve one of those, doesn't it? Everybody enjoy this. So much enthusiasm. So much enthusiasm. But yeah, exciting times. Exciting times. We can definitely go and have some fun with this game for the remainder of this cycle. We're not that far away from starting to... The international update surely is in the works at this stage. Like we're nearly into March now, and we've got the World Cup coming. Obviously, they've talked about this international football going back into the game. That can't be far off being announced, is it? We've got the transfer update next month and stuff, and then after that, it isn't that long now until we start to hear about FM27, if there is going to be one, etc. So, is it exciting? Cautiously exciting, isn't it? April, we maybe get the international update. Yeah. Chucky injured, out for 2 to 3 weeks. That's bad news. Let's not try and dress it up. That's a bit bad. Benny's going to have to start, isn't he? Not ideal. I wonder if there's any... I won't be able to see them again. I wonder if there's any... What is this? Oh, this is a bit mudded. My filters are mudded in this skin. Oh, no. My filters are broke. That might need a fix. I might have to go back to the old skin and then do stuff like that. Oh, we'll see. Hopefully that's... I don't know what's happened there. I guess we're not going to do any... I can't anyway. I've got no scouting budget, so I can't. But yeah, actually, how did that help? How does it look now? 145 look. After bringing in that 300k odd, 275k, 639 income this month. Much better. No scouting range looks. I've got no money. 325k, and that will be our record sale for probably quite a long time as well, won't it? Right, send the assistant to that. You guys lost. I think a load of those youth players did sign new contracts as well, by the way. Why does it show the FM22 cover when I press FM26? I don't know, to be honest. I don't know. There will be a 27. I think there will be. I'm pretty sure there will be. It's kind of the whole point of lots of this, wasn't it? That there will be. But yeah, nothing confirmed. I had a chat with Yaga yesterday, and he's worried about it not having his contract renewed. Does he want to leave then? I'd like to leave if possible, please. I don't think I'll get my work permit renewed, so want to get some playing time elsewhere. Can I promise him that I'll give him an ESC place? Shall I say, I appreciate you coming to talk to me, and while I'm not going to force a move for you, I'll consider any bids that come in. I don't have one this year, but next year I do. And he's in contract until 29, so it's not like his work permit isn't going to expire until at least 2029 next year. All right. If we get a big bid, then yeah. I don't know if we will, but let's see. Let's say that. That's true. They have actually sold loads of copies of FM26, haven't they? Even if even if people didn't like it, they bought it in the first place, didn't they? So they can still do a 27. That's probably true. FIFA E Club World Cup of FM was also announced back in December. Does also suggest that draft mode could be coming back. It does, yes. Or at least it suggests that, but we just don't know. But that is also exciting too. All right, let's go to match. Chucky is out injured. Aldershot Town, we will bring. Do you know what? Benny scored 2 goals. He's going to play. I was going to maybe use Yago up front, but Benny scored the goals last time, so he can play. He gets the nod. Any other changes? No. Do you know what? I'm going to give Magai, sorry, his first start as well. Tarantula, not seen you on my feed for ages, bruv. What's your opinion on FM26 quickly? We had a massive chat about this earlier, Tarantula. It's very quick. I quite enjoy it. I really like the skins. I really like the changes that have been able to be made, not necessarily by SI, but by the community. I'm having a lot of fun playing it at the moment. And whether you like it or not, I think you should be able to make your own mind up on that. That's my opinion. That's kind of what we had a big chat about earlier. But at the moment, I'm really enjoying it. This save is so much fun. And thanks for dropping in. There you go. Will you continue 3 Counties FC in FM27? Don't know. Maybe. Depends where we get to. Ideally, I'd like to finish it in FM26 because that means do something fresh for a new game and stuff. So we'll see how far we get. We've done 4 seasons. We're kind of almost towards the end of season 4. So I imagine we'll be able to finish it. It'll be like my one stream save that we do. So probably not, but we'll see where we get to. Right, send assistant to that. And do that. I kind of like the idea that 3 counties becomes a thing that is in every game though. And we could like imagine next year we start our new save, but I take where 3 counties are and you put 3 counties into that save just so that they exist, even if we're not managing them or something. That could be fun. Console edition glitches a lot since the last update. I think they're really struggling with the console editions, aren't they? It was really quite poor at the beginning. Then they fixed a few things, and then it's not particularly great still. I think they are really struggling with it. Draft mode will come back this cycle. It will be very high on the priority list. It was the most a quite popular mode. It just needed a refresh. Yes and no. Quite popular for the people who are quite hardcore. In the grand scheme of things, it was not popular, if you see what I mean. Like, lots of people who play Football Manager a lot play draft mode. In terms of the percentage of the actual entire player base, quite small. But I think they will bring it back still, yes. Because you actually want to keep the hardcore core audience player base happy, don't you? I hate the feeling where teams only want players you want to buy but will never buy your players unless you want to buy cider clubs. Yeah, selling players is still tricky, isn't it? But I guess it should be. If it's too easy, the game becomes so easy. If it's really like, as soon as you can get lots of money in, the game becomes really easy. So you kind of want it to be difficult too at the same time, don't you? FM on console must be a kink of some sort. Fair. You've been doing similar with the Red Bull Club since FM23. Nice. Yeah, I guess we did that with Spineless last year, didn't we, as well? In the same sort of way. Right, let's do the last few games. Let's try and get through January. Simo Maguire. Have I got any of my centre-backs back yet? Pereira still out. Johnson still out. So no is the answer. Carrington starts. How did Maguire get on in his game? He's done okay in his first few games. Got an assist. Let's keep him in the team as we play Truro City and get this one done as well. You can sell players too easy on that game. It becomes FIFA. Yeah. What does that even mean, Tarantula? Won Champions League with New York Red Bulls and RB Braga. Now go to the lowest level in England with an FM club on FM24. Nice, Calv. Sounds interesting. How did you win I guess you mean the North American Champions League. Right, did we win? We won 5-0. Oh, my word. Kirby, Luca, Benny leading our line, scoring again. Taylor Richards scores twice off the bench. 5-0. Have that Truro City. 5-star 3 counties triumph. We are romping home to this league win, by the way. It's almost done. 14 points clear with 15 games to go. We are all level on games now as well. They've caught up with the games in hand. It is too easy at this stage. It was a real slog at the start as well. Dorking were doing really well, and then we kind of broke them, and since then it's been super easy, isn't it? But I think we were 2-9 odds-on favourites at the start of the year, so we kind of knew that this was going to be one of those seasons. FA Trophy game next, and then it will be the end of the window. Heads up about Okano. You'd like to go out on loan. You can go out on loan. Can I just say... I don't want to actually promise you a loan, but I want to promise you that I would... What I'd like here is to say, if somebody makes a bid, I'll consider it. I promise you that. Rather than I'll do my best to sort it out. But I am going to loan him, I think. He's barely played. See if we can get somebody to pay his wages for the rest of the season.
Follow me. Okay.
Let's see if there's any market interest. No. I don't even know if anyone's going to bid for him. At least I've tried if I offer him out, haven't I? Pay his wages. Let's just say you have to pay the wages. They are too good for the league, yeah. That loss to Chelmsford, though, hurt my feelings. Yeah. Where I beat Chelmsford, or... Did we lose a game? Did I miss that? Chat, did I completely breeze past the fact that we lost the game? When did that happen? We were unbeaten in the league this year, and we lost our invincible. Was I just chatting and breeze straight past that? We lost the Aldershot, and I didn't even realise. We've won 5-0. We've bounced back. I didn't realise that we had to bounce back, but we did. That's good. That's good streaming, isn't it? Okay. We've lost the game. That's why when I was looking at that league table, I was like, it feels like it's a bit closer, even though it's 15 points or whatever it was. That'll be why. It's odd being able to hear the chants proper on the YouTube without the background music. Yeah, I can imagine that's eerie almost. I don't know why they play when it's not in a game. That needs to be fixed, really. But it's kind of quirky and fun, isn't it? They play loads, and they're on quite a so you select in the config file. You decide how often those chants play, and I've got it on quite low, but they seem to play all the time. So I don't know what's going on there. Right, let's continue. Let's continue. Let's get to the end of Jan. What time are we on? We are 10 to 1. Okay. I've just got into FM and I've been binge watching your vids. That's very cool. That's very cool, Callum. Appreciate that, buddy. I should go back here as well. There we go. It's really hard for beginners FM. It is. The only way that you really learn is just by playing it. It really is. Like, the more you play Football Manager, the more things become like second nature to you. It's just one of those. Aldershot, yes, not Chelmsford, hurts less. Yeah, Andy, that's what, yeah, that makes more sense now. I was going to say, I remember that we beat Chelmsford, but you're right, we did lose a game. I was stuck at the start, for sure. For sure. There are like little guides and things that you can follow that does help, but it is, it's overwhelming. It's a lot of information, isn't it? Sort of by design. That's what makes it good. Let's pick a team here. Let's go for Brookmyre's back in the team. Let's go. We've got Western Supermare in the FA Trophy. We'll do Zaroli, Kirby. Ashley Seal's still leading our line because Chucky's still out. When is Pereira back? 12th of February. Ages. Under 20s is just... There must be a tournament. Let's go with that as the team. Is a 3-0 win. We are what round is that in the FA Trophy then? We must be getting towards the end of that now. It is the 5th round. How do I see? When is... No. I can hear Jackie. Quarterfinals next. Okay. I wanted to know what round the 5th round compared to like the quarters, semis, etc. You always start with the lowest league in England with the worst media prediction. So far, I've won multiple Premier Leagues with Worksop Town. Also been to their ground and bought their kit. Team Stace, you are doing Football Manager correctly. I approve of the way that you play Football Manager. When you end in the stream, we'll probably go until about 1. I usually do 10 till 1. We started a bit early today, but also we're having fun. So we've continued it a little bit longer. So at about 1 o'clock, go and get myself some food, and then Liverpool are on at 2 and stuff. So yeah, about 10 more minutes. I've been playing FM since LMA 01 and still need guides. Again, that kind of makes sense as well. I get it. There's always things that you can learn. Always little things. There's always tweets that I see. It's like, did you know you can do this? And I'm like, I sort of think I did know that, but actually I definitely don't utilize that properly as well as I should. Like, there's loads of stuff that I'm sure you're watching me going, why don't you do this? Why don't you do training? Why don't you do this? Mainly because over years and years and hours and hours and hours of playing this game, you get your own workflow of how you play a Football Manager save, and it is so different for everybody else, which is, yeah, it is a good thing. I think we're 11 points clear. We are 11 points clear with a game in hand. So it would go to 14 if we win our game in hand. Oh yeah, we are the holders of the FA Trophy. We did win it last year, didn't we? Right. Do we have, with about a day left, it is deadline day approaching. Do we have any other players that I need to try and shift on from this window? Any money to be made? Mateus Mane wanted on loan. Oh. Larry Maguire wanted. I would happily sell Larry Maguire. Oops, wrong button. You don't have an agent. He doesn't have an agent. Okay, he's worth 3k. I'll just offer him out. I thought, yeah, we'll get some money for him. He's worth 3k. I really got more into the reading the data from analysts. Exactly. That's the fact that it exists in the game and can be utilized is so cool. Not something I really do, but yeah, you definitely can be doing that. This guy's also wanted and has a bit of value, but I think I need him. Dinal Simo. I also signed him for a decent chunk, so I wouldn't want to sell him for less than 80k, I don't think. Oh yeah, Boney, I haven't tried to sell, have I? Let's offer him out. What's his value? 20. Yeah, his value's just tanked. Let's do 20k. Transfer list him and see if we get a bid. Ronaldo chunk going off in the background just then. Yeah, it does. I don't know why. Just does. Why is Lenny going wild in the background? Never gets old. Yep. All right. I don't think we're going to get bids for those two, but if we do, great. Did I offer out? Yeah, I did, I think. I was going to say, did I offer out Larry Maguire? I think I did. Is any of our centre-backs back yet? Are any of our centre-backs back yet? No. 7 days for Al Johnson and about 2 weeks for Pereira. And then Chucky's back tomorrow. When's Josh Robinson back? 5 days. Quietly had quite a few injuries here, haven't we? Benny Ashley Seal, though, holding it down. 5 starts, 6 goals. Go on, lad. What a boy. All right, let's play this game, finish off January, and we are just about where we need to be. Did I win? We did. We've won 5-3. What type of game was that? We were 2-0 down, then 3-1 down after Luca scored and they scored again. Mane, own goal, Taylor Richards, and Yago with the goals. Very good. Had about 30 minutes with this Mr. Tinny skin. Loving it. Reminds me of an old Championship Manager look. Interesting. Almost 600 of you on YouTube. That is outrageous. I reckon we've hit numbers there that we haven't hit for a really long time. Chat, thank you so much. YouTube watchers, legends, please also, I'll say it again, please like the stream. But thank you so much for hanging out and spending your Sunday morning with me. Really, really cool. Love that. That's why we do it on both, because you never know. People might like to watch on their Sunday mornings. Very cool. Thank you for pointing that out, Joe. It does make me very happy inside. That's a good number of people. You left a like over there. Thank you, dudes. Perfect timing for the start of the gold medal hockey in a few. Is that starting soon, is it? That's cool as well. Right, chat. I think with the... What are we on? What are we actually on now time-wise? 56. I think I'm going to drop a save there. And... I think, actually, the window hasn't closed. Let's do one more continue. I think we might call it there for today. Predictions for the Liverpool game. I said 2-1 Liverpool earlier. I think we'll go 2-0 up and play quite well, but then concede and it'll be nervy. And that'll be fine by me as long as we win. Just win. Just win, please. That'll be so good. But yeah, I'm a bit scared of Forest. They're a scary proposition for Liverpool. Right, we've won Manager of the Month again there. We are just bloody good at winning Manager of the Months. Right, chat. See you in the next one. Thank you so much for hanging out. Again, I say it. So many of you hanging out over on the YouTube. Lots of you here as well. I hope you've had a lovely morning spent with me playing some Football Manager. It is not... it will not be taken for granted. Thank you for coming in and spending your time with me. I really do appreciate it. Have a lovely rest of your Sundays. I hope your team wins, unless your team is Forest or Arsenal. And I will catch you in the next one. Some fun videos coming out next week. I've got your saves reviewed on the channel. If you haven't submitted a save to that yet, you can still do so, because I think I'm going to make a part 2 because there's loads of saves on there. Then another big long adventure hopefully coming out during the week too that I need to record tomorrow. But yeah, thank you for hanging out. Drop a follow if you haven't done so already. Drop a like on the YouTube. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, or subscribe here on Twitch as well. Why not? Go and do those things too. And I will catch you next time. Join the Discord. Come and chat football and stuff in the Discord as well. But yeah, have a lovely rest of your Sundays. Love you guys. Bye. See you later. Bye everyone. Wave. Say bye. See you later everyone. Love you. Bye. Bye bye.
Okay.